an era long past.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Castlevania Lament of Innocence for the PS2. This will be our very first time playing it, so you haven't missed a thing, welcome in. But if you ever want to check out some of the other games I've played in the past, look at my info below. You see a link to my YouTube channel where I archive all my streams. Feel free to check that out, throw me a subscribe if you were so inclined, but for tonight, let us get into the game. Although, we are going to wait a second, because there is a big thing right at the beginning where they actually explain most of the story, and you are going to want to see that, and I don't have any way to automatically trigger it. So we actually have to skip past the demo, because this is just a demo, you don't need to see that. We gotta wait for it to trigger, so that's awesome. I love that. And Phenomenon, you were saying you're glad to get here at the start of the stream. I appreciate you being here. And you're also saying that the Sega noise was a requirement and took up a whole ton of disk space. That is insane. I did not know that before. Frustrating, but kind of hilarious nonetheless. I like that there. And no, Rosegard, this is a very, very tiny demo time. It's kind of insane. Are you gonna play or are you not gonna play? Alright, I'm gonna do my own thing. Whatever. I'm not waiting around. Alright, here we go.
In an era long past, as monarchies weaken, local feudal lords grew in power. The first knights simply protected their lords' domains. However, with the reforms of the late 11th century, knights became protectors of the peace. They valued courage and honor, fighting heretics and heathens in God's name. In this age, one company of knights was said to be invincible, due to two men.
He's so pretty.
Leon Belmont, a courageous man who feared nothing and whose combat abilities were second to none. And Matthias Kronqvist, a genius tactician whose learning made him an exception in a largely illiterate society.
He's the bad boy of the group.
They trusted each other completely, and they were bound by an old friendship. However, sorrow awaited Matthias upon his return from a victorious campaign. It was news of the sudden death of his beloved wife, Elisabetta. Matthias's grief was profound, and he became bedridden. A year has passed since then. Thanks to Leon's efforts, their company remains proudly undefeated. However, a mysterious army of monsters suddenly appears in Leon's domain.
Yes.
The Crusades are raging in the east, and since the church is focusing on fighting heathens rather than monsters, it has forbidden unauthorized battles. Leon wants permission to sortie, but the church has no intention of granting it.
Those bastards.
One night, Matthias struggles from his sickbed and tells Leon that the appearance of the monsters is tied to a vampire who has a castle in the forest called Eternal Night, and that Leon's betrothed, Sarah, has been kidnapped and brought to that castle.
Second gasp.
Leon realizes that he must renounce his title to rescue his beloved. The forest is swollen with darkness, as if it would rob away everything, and only moonlight provides a ray of hope. A great legend is about to begin.
Alright, so as we start playing, I want you to keep that in mind, because here's the thing. You could have easily just smashed start at the beginning of this and not seen any of that. And the game doesn't really make a ton of sense if you don't see any of that. So that's kind of interesting right there. Box Kid, I did notice that as soon as it started, the chat hushed down. And I'm like, you know, nobody can actually hear the chat. Chat doesn't make a noise. You can keep typing if you'd like. But yes, I saw someone, I think it was Rose, mention in chat, this is chronologically the very first game in the Castlevania canon. So expect to see her some origin stuff in here. Expect to see her some beginnings as far as the Castlevania lore goes. Should be very interesting whether you know anything about Castlevania or not. So look forward to it. 1/8 of the cart phenomenon! That is definitely what I would call unreasonable right there. Let's see, arguments. What does sortie mean in English? Basically, like, go out on a mission. Oh, God damn it. I'm trying to keep it from doing this. It's not working. Flamin' Scott, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Flamin' Scott. And Salty the Merciless, welcome in as well. Let's see, Rin, in this era, given that most marriages were to short family agreements, giving up his title may make his betrothal pointless, but you do you, Gabe. Yes, the year is 1094. If anyone is a history buff, like Rin. So that might be interesting. And Renox411, welcome in as well. And B. Kevin, good to see you. For anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Shane. That's Shane is Games. I play the obscure, unusual, and nostalgic. And today we're going nostalgic as hell with the very first chronological Castlevania game, Castlevania Lament of Innocence for PS2. So welcome in. It's not a Shady's Game stream if you don't start the game at least an hour into the stream. It's true. Lots of talking here, but let's get into it now. Let's actually play game here. Let's do this thing. New game. Name entry. Well, this is just for save file purposes, unfortunately. Nothing really interesting comes out of this. Like, it doesn't get used in dialogue or anything, I don't believe. Richter. If we're going to do that LTG, we'll have to see if there's room for axe armor in there. Because yes, I am a Symphony of the Night fan. In a big way. Is there a voice in the background? What is that? There's something in the background there. It's weird music in the background of this menu. Ah yes, Belmont, a very common name in 1094. It does seem a bit old for a lot of these purposes. But we'll see. You can put codes in a name screen for special characters originally. Right, like Richter and Axe Armor. That's what I was thinking of right there. There is some, but I think you have to beat the game. I think you actually have to beat the game at least once before you unlock any of the special titles in here. Been a while since you've played this? Been a long time for me. Alright, so we're going to save on memory card 1 here. And then we'll go from there. I just realized it's Shane is Games and Chanel's Shameless Games. Basically, we got both options right there. Yeah, beat the game once and then you can use codes. That's my understanding right there. Vlad von Karstein. Alright, so we'll pick a save slot right there. I don't think we're really going to need to use multiple save slots in this game. Mostly because save rooms heal you, which is real nice. We got some cinema now. There's our pretty boy protagonist, Leon Belmont. He's so pretty.
What just happened? I felt something strange.
Ah, he must really like you. You won't be able to leave now.
Who's there?
Now, don't get so excited. I'm just an old man. I just came to gawk at the man crazy enough to come here.
You don't seem like a monster.
Of course not. What is your name?
Leon.
Leon. You're not Baron Leon Belmont.
Just Leon Belmont. I have given up my title. And you, old man?
Pardon me, Lord Belmont. My name is Rinaldo Gandolfi.
You can call me Leon, and I will call you Rinaldo. Don't call me Lord. We're equals now.
As you wish. Now, please follow me to my cottage. I want to talk to you.
I like how he's not like, actually I was in the middle of, rescuing my betrothed. Whatever. Hope you're serving something good tonight. I'm looking for the president's daughter. Oh, Resident Evil 4.
Wait here a moment. There's something I want to give you.
Ronaldo, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why are you living in a place like this?
I have unfinished business with Walter Bernhard, the master of this forest.
Unfinished business?
Not worth mentioning. I owe him.
Well, I won't ask any more, but you're not in danger living so close to him?
It seems eternal life is extremely boring. He enjoys playing at cat and mouse with the hunters that come here, though, of course, there's no way that he could ever lose. He thinks that, my helping hunters makes the game more fun.
I see. But what do you mean by there being no way he could lose?
Vampires are loved by the night, and this forest is locked in eternal darkness. He has never been defeated.
Well, that may be so, but I must go ahead and face him.
Did he take someone precious?
Yes, he abducted my betrothed. How did you know that?
It's what he always does when he starts the game. You came unarmed. Your courage astonishes me.
Or stupidity.
I do have a weapon, just not my sword. That belongs to the company, and I left it behind when I gave up my title.
Honest to a fault.
I heard that many hunters have met their end here. If that's the case, getting weapons shouldn't be hard.
Take this with you. It will help you against monsters.
What is this?
A whip made with alchemy. It's stronger than any dead man's discarded sword.
Alchemy. I'm not familiar with that word.
Not surprising. The field experiments with the principles of God's creation of the world. The only person who truly understands it is Matthias.
You know Lord Kronkvist?
I have known him longer than you have. His family has a book of secret arts, originally handed down orally.
Secret arts? I never knew.
Of course not. Only a handful of people in this world know about it. There are some who consider alchemy to be heresy.
Gasp.
I see.
Are you one of them?
No. If you are an acquaintance of Matthias, you are trustworthy. I will use this whip with gratitude.
Put your left hand out.
My left hand. Like this?
Don't move now. That should do it. You can put it down now.
What was that?
The gauntlet is enchanted now.
A spell?
Some enemies' attacks release a special power. If you block them with the gauntlet, you can gather that power.
What can I do with the gathered power?
You'll be able to use magical relics by releasing that power.
Magical relics?
Right. Those who excel in magic can use them. I have cast the spell so that you can use them as well. I have some. You should be able to obtain them in the castle as well.
I understand.
Right now, this is all I can do for you.
Ronaldo. Thank you.
Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you something. The door leading to his throne is guarded by 5 monsters.
Of course
so I
it
will
is.
need to defeat them first.
That's right. That's essentially the test you must pass to fight him.
What a bothersome...
I told you before. To him, this is a game.
I realize that, but...
If you have troubles, come back here anytime. They won't be free, but I'll keep potions on hand for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alright, so lots of cinema to start us out here, but I think we're good now. Let me catch up on chat real quick. I missed a lot while that was all going on. That was a very long cinema right there, my goodness. So see, Finn, you haven't seen much of this one. If it's what you think it is, well, I hope I can show you something a little cool then. That's always nice. Would love to see where that's going. Let's see. Thin and fuzzy line between bravery and stupidity. I do appreciate his honesty, though, there, Double Doc. Did you not bring a weapon? I don't actually have a weapon now that I'm just a peasant. But I'm gonna punch the guy if I find him. Here, take one of the most difficult to use weapons. Sure, you know how to use a sword? Good, here's a whip. Let's see, the voice actor that plays Leon played Guts in the old Berserk anime. I loved that anime so much. And Double Doc, I see you saw the stream title. Thank you for that. Excellent. And we were talking about how useless whips are in D&D. They really are. They're so bad in there. Heresy, burn the heretic. I like how he's like, some people consider alchemy to be heresy. Now, I know I just told you what heresy is like 5 seconds ago. What's your thoughts on it? Skipping straight to the interesting stuff there. Oh, the new Dragon Quest. I still haven't played a Dragon Quest. I've got to get in there at some point, but I don't know where I'm going to start with that. Thank you for linking the Discord there. Appreciated. Yeah, he's very excited. Oh, so my gauntlet's magic now. That's cool, I guess. Cool. Thanks. It's also flat there, Broken Crow. Now you can use magic and artifacts and shit. Alright. Thanks, I guess. I'll do that. Yeah, defense equals 0, but he is wearing armor. He's not wearing real armor, though. So there's a lot here, but surprisingly, this menu is mostly useless, which is the interesting thing. So you've got an armor slot, but it's gonna be a while before we can get any armor at all. If I remember correctly, the armors in the game are bought from the shop, but they only appear in the shop once your map completion percentage, reaches a certain amount. You got your sub-weapons, of course, your classic Castlevania sub-weapons. You got your whip, which there are other whips in the game, but the problem is most of the other whips in the game are secret. So I don't know how often that's going to be changing. And accessories are basically what they sound like. Relics and orbs we will get to once we discover them in the game. Alright, so I think we're good there. We're going to pop back into Ronaldo's shop real quick, though, just to see what he's got for sale, so you can see what kind of things we'd return to Ronaldo for.
You've done well to come back. Is there anything you need?
And see if there's anything we need to save up for in here.
What would you like?
Okay, they've got potion, basic HP recovery, high potion, poison cures, uncursed potion. I don't remember what uncurses do, but I remember they're bad. So magical tickets, these are nice. They teleport you back to the store, and memorial tickets, which teleport you to the last save point you actually accessed. So that's pretty good. I have no idea what diamonds do. Or rubies or sapphires. I don't know why you'd be selling those. The sacrificial doll, if equipped, it is obliterated instead of you when your HP goes down to 0, which is alright, but you can probably put something better in the accessory slot right there. So when you're breaking the game with the Casagrum, I hate getting the Casagrum. The drop is not great for me. I don't enjoy that very much. I never get the Casagrum. I really don't. Blind play, mostly blind play. I played it almost all the way through in college, but I really don't remember much about it. And White Bishop will increase your defense temporarily. This I want to get. That's the relic that he sells right here, the White Bishop. So I'm going to attempt... I'm going to want to save up for that, but 3,000 gold is no laughing matter. So we'll see if we can save up for that.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I mean, I gotta fight one of the most dangerous vampires that ever lived in his castle full of monstrosities, so I mean, we might have to push ourselves. And here comes the watch times right there. Oh, that is a lot of long watch times, my goodness. Hope everyone has enjoyed watching all that time. Can we break anything out here? Is there anything to see? Oh, there's actually an invisible wall above that box. I'm like, let me jump on the box and see where I can get. Nope. Nope, invisible wall. No dice there. 1 month, 3 days. Holy crap, that is intense. 1 month. Alright, so once we get somewhere where the camera's gonna play nice. Yeah, I'm never a fan of fixed 3D camera angles. Oh, dang it, the gate's up. Oh, wait. Well, he did say it's all a game to him. And so close to the one there, John. Holy crap.
Sarah, wait for me. I'm coming to save you.
As she just calls down from the tower, Okie dokie! Thanks for the update! And yes, the castle is actually called Castlevania. For anyone wondering. Alright, so, let's look at the controls here. What we've got is the square button is our heavy attack. It's a little bit slower, but does more damage, and also it causes him to whip in a straight line in front of him. The triangle is the wide attack. It does less damage, but as you can see, it goes in a horizontal in front of you. So you can actually hit a whole bunch of enemies. Plus, look at that, the final attack of your horizontal combo is a ranged attack, basically. And that can also break shields, so that is very nice. You saw me hitting these braziers here. You should know about candles and braziers in Castlevania if you played it before. You break those, you get stuff. If you're not familiar with Castlevania, this may be confusing, but hearts in Castlevania do not actually recover your health. They are what powers your sub-weapon, so we're getting a few of those right now. Oh, that you're still behind. Zero watched a lot, what can I say? But you're catching up there. Onimusha 3 Remastered. Oh, I need more Onimusha games in my life. Whips are a nutty weapon in 3D because whips are supposed to be very versatile, but in 3D they're just like, I don't know how to deal with this. So they kind of don't. So let's see, we got a door over here. These are basically showing you what levels you have and haven't completed. So right now we haven't completed any of the levels. So we will get to that. This, I believe, let's see, can we look at it now? A seal formed by 5 monsters has been set here. So that's the door to the final level, which will open once we've beaten all the other ones. See, the only ones I've played from Onimusha are Onimusha 1 and Onimusha 2, and I didn't really like Onimusha 1, but I loved Onimusha 2. Fantastic game. Alright, so this door is sealed over here. Can't get through that. What's this side door right here? Can I go in here? Take a look. Oh yeah, the music in this game is pretty cool. Pretty varied too. Here's the save room. We're gonna go ahead and lay down our first save. And like I said, save rooms recover your health as well, so that is pretty nice. Oh yeah, Gene Reno is multilingual. Dude's a badass. Dude is a man of many skills. Also, opening doors is difficult. Alright, still can't go down that way. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the braziers and get some hearts. Want to make sure we've got a good stock of hearts once we need to start using weapons on people. Oh my, I do not like the camera angles in this game. As a matter of fact, you will see that the camera angle is one of the worst enemies in this game, because one of the things they did, I remember, is that a lot of the secrets are hidden out in the camera's blind spot, which makes it very frustrating trying to get to them because the camera refuses to look at them. I don't really care for that. It's true, Broken Crow, they didn't really have that perfected at the time, so it's not spectacular. We'll see what we can do. We'll make do where we can. Right, exactly, Roseguard. It's not ideal, to say the least. Alright, during a jump, Leon can jump for a second time. A double jump, if you like. And so we actually start out with a double jump in here, which is pretty cool. I like that. And this is a marker stone, one of the marker stones, because it turns out in this game you can mark the map, but you have to unlock the ability to mark the map, which is a little silly, but I know. I appreciate being able to mark the map, though. That's a nice ability. You will possibly find more marker stones later on, giving you more marks you can place on the map, and then we'll go from there. So, let's see. Haikyuu Season 4, My Hero Academia Season 4, and oh yeah, wait, are they actually talking Bleach coming back now? I thought that was a myth at this point. I'm interested. A Kevin Beacon, of course. 6 degrees of Kevin Beacon. And there we get an item. Basically, in this game, fighting is not ideal. You don't get XP from fighting monsters, and monsters don't typically drop anything interesting. So really, if you can avoid fighting monsters in this game, you usually want to. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but usually if you can't dodge them, you want to. Can't hate the bacon? I love the bacon. Hey, Chris, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh my god, that would be really cool if they did the last season of Bleach. I would be totally down for that. Taking advantage of the place where you can traverse by hooking the whip and swinging. I do not care for this mechanic, but we're gonna learn how to do it right now. The timing on it drives me a little bit bonkers. Get a serum there. So let's see. I can see an item up here. There we go. We get another marker stone here. That's pretty cool. And I can see a door over there. Is there anything else we want to get in here? Can we get up here? That was a little off. Get up here. I don't think there is anything over here. Weird. Something else? Thought I saw something for a second. That's weird. The texture for the bars? Oh, it's nice that they put it in there, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I like the idea we've come into this dude's house to save our girlfriend, but have decided to smash up his shit. And yet, whenever we go into a new room, there's braziers again. The braziers always respawn. So there's always more shit to smash. It's petty, but it makes us feel better, Vin. It's very, very nice there. Bleach Kai and redo the without the filler? That would be a lot of time and money, though. I don't know if they'd want to do that, but I would be down. I would watch the hell out of that. Let's see, you should go back and play Castlevania 4 at some point. I think that might be too tough for me, honestly. I'm not very good at that. Grating out obnoxious in what way, Elena? You got me interested. I want to hear that. Correct that whip. Let's see. So these, when you see these doors with the red swords, that's what all it means is you have to beat all the enemies to go on. Generally in this game, the first time you enter a room, you have to beat all the enemies before you can go through. But later on you should be able to just walk past the enemies if you want to. So hey, our first fights. There we go. Nope. That guy almost hit me. Learned new technique, quick step. Yes, because you don't start the game with the dodge in here. I mean, you earn it after killing like 3 enemies, but it's a little weird that they don't start you with the dodge. So I also am a little bit... frustrated with the dodge in this game because it's 3 commands instead of the usual 2. In most games, to dodge, you press a direction and then press a button to dodge. In here, you have to hold guard, then press a direction, then press jump. So it's 3 command dodge, and that means it's not really easy to dodge out of the way last second. But it is a really good dodge, though. So we will be trying to do that often. Angel, you liked the Bleach live action. I need to check that out still. That seems like it would be absolutely my thing. I'll have to do that at some point. And yeah, the enemies do have a little bit of a chunk of HP right there. Does he say to be the top student in the original school? Yeah, and he does always rush into things without thinking. Yeah, he is. He's very squeaky clean shonen protagonist. I'm with you there. Alright, so here's the dodge. Check this out. Here's the block, first of all. So you can move around while you're blocking, which is nice. And you also maintain your facing when you're blocking, which will come into play later on. And then you hold the direction, hit jump. That's the forward dodge. Here's the backwards dodge. Side dodges. So there is a tiny bit of a delay for that as well. So it's all stuff you need to be aware of, but still the dodge is a very powerful move in this game. And more so than the block even, because the block won't block everything. So I'm going to try to get into it there. Yakuza live action? I don't know if I'd want a Yakuza live action, just because that Yakuza is so insane. I'm not sure if it would translate all that well. Alright, here is where I start getting irritated with the way the whip works. When you have to use whip traversal over these poles right here. I saw a story, Broken Crow, on Twitter. I don't know who shared it. Of someone who was watching the My Hero Academia movie in a movie theater in the United States. And when Great Boy came on screen, the whole audience just groaned. Which is amazing, and I appreciate. I approve. Oh, Bakugo! Yeah, Bakugo is a dick. And Baku, I don't know how they don't just expel him. Just say, alright, you're clearly going to be a villain in the future. We're just going to throw you the hell out of here. That might have actually been from your Twitter, Broken Crow, I'm not sure. I know I saw it from somebody on Twitter, and I laughed, and I'm like, that is awesome. Alright, I can see an item down here, so we're going to get the item first thing. Uncursed potion. It'll be nice to have one of those. Anything else down here? This is obviously the pit of punishment if you miss the jumps. Well, I do that I don't use it. I don't know where I heard it from then, but that's still pretty awesome. Alright, so the timing on that can be a little shifty. Especially because a lot of times in the game they're going to ask you to do like 4 or 5 of those rungs in a row. And that can be a little bit shifty. But we'll try and make it work. The basic thing is the timing doesn't work the way you think it does, so you gotta be careful when you're doing that. Thought the movie was kind of average. I generally don't watch anime movies just because I don't like the fact that they're... Oh, I got all blurry for a second there. Do I have autofocus on now? Oh, I shouldn't be on. I'll check that later. But yeah, I don't like the fact that they're usually just non-canon stuff and usually not written by the original creators, so I tend to skip them. Foxhead, you are going to head out, can't stay awake, no worries. You get yourself a good rest and have a good rest of your weekend. I know, yeah, you can't... they don't usually give you a lot to go on when you're platforming, and I don't like that. But we're gonna try and make it work. We are. Alright, so you can accumulate MP if you guard against an enemy's special attack when you see a purple glow. This is important because this is one of the only ways to get MP back in the game. Is to guard against purple attacks. That's the MP will be consumed when using relics. Use the relics to defeat the enemy. We don't have any relics yet, which seems like a problem, but don't worry. We'll see if we can solve that. Go ahead and get the stuff. Right here. Oh, here we go. The Svarog statue. A statue in the image of the fire god. Flames sprout in your footsteps. So guard and then press 0 to activate the relic, and then press it again to deactivate. So the way most of the relics in the game work is you turn them on, and then they stay on, actively draining MP until you either turn them off or you run out of MP. So if you keep blocking, if there's an enemy that uses a lot of purple attacks, you can actually just keep them running by absorbing lots of MP. Let's go ahead and equip that first. Or, oh, it's auto-equipped. Cool. We don't have any MP yet. We need to work on that. There we go. So you see that gave us a chunk of MP in our MP bar. So that's nice. So we'll go ahead and let him fill up our MP bar, because even if we don't use all of it in this fight, it'll be nice to have some MP for later on. It is a really weird way to get MP, Broken Crow, and that's... Like I said, your MP doesn't auto-regenerate, and enemies don't drop like MP recovery balls or anything like that. That's basically it. There we go. And we made him run into our fire until he died. Ease peas, and we got our first relic. Do all enemies do purple attacks? Not remotely. Most enemies don't, as a matter of fact. Only a few of the really tough enemies do purple attacks, so it is actually pretty difficult to regen your MP in this game, so you have to be really cautious using your relics. Most definitely. You also saw we collected some money in there. Unfortunately, the most common money drop in the game is $1, and we're trying to collect 3 grand to get that relic from the shop, so it's gonna be a little bit. The game is gonna be an experience. It is, but that's why I'm playing it, so you guys don't have to. Oh, axe is my favorite sub-weapon in basically every Castlevania game. So expect to see me using the axe pretty frequently once I find it. Alright, so this door was sealed before, I believe. Looks like now we can go through. Or is this the, oh no, this is the one we started out in. This is the big tutorial room. So we don't want to go through there. The cross is pretty good, but in its default form, it only hits things around Leon, and usually I like to keep my distance from enemies whenever possible. Alright, so we went through... If that was the... Oh, that's the... Alright, so we went through both of those doors, so we're done in this annex. This is basically the mandatory tutorial annex, so we're good there. Get candle snapping, you gotta work for that bread. You do. Some enemies will drop money sometimes too. But again, it's really unreliable. You can't count on enemies for money, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and whip down all the candles and get what we can as we're going through here. Grinding? Grinding. Those stands must be made of cheap plastic to only be getting $1. What is even getting the money there? Why is there $1 inside each of those? Wait, if the braziers always respawn, can you not get in the same room and out and collect 3 grand one at a time? You can, Elena. That's very painful, though, and I'd rather not do that. But if you wanted to, you absolutely can. Plus, every once in a while, one of them will drop a 25 instead of a 1. So that'll speed things up a little bit, but still, it's kind of not ideal. Hey, Siamese Sneeze, welcome in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Like those ring candles, except with dollar bills. That's classy. I like this guy's castle. Good decor in that case. $25. Don't spend it in one place. I think the biggest normal drop you will find from one of the candles is 100. There are some treasures that you'll find in the game that give you more than that, but don't expect to ever see more than 100. Or don't expect to very often see more than 100 in one place. Alright, so here we go. This is the actual hub for all the levels in the game. So we did the tutorial. We saw all of the starting lore. We got a 3rd marker stone, so that's awesome. We are just about ready to get started. This area leads to an optional boss. We're gonna peek down there just to make sure it's on my map to count for map completion. If any of you folks are particularly good at counting time, you might want to start counting time now, because we have to climb some stairs to get down here, starting now. I'm just going to go ahead and head down to this optional area. And you notice there's a column in the center, so this isn't one of those staircases where I can just jump down the center and get all the way down. The only way to get down here is to walk down these spiral stairs. Now, the first time I actually played this game and was walking down these stairs, I wondered if it was like that one staircase in Mario 64 that goes on forever and ever and there's no way to get it up it. Because if you notice, this goes on for some time. But no, here's the end. It's not endless, it's just ridiculously, needlessly long. So we're gonna try not to come down here very often, if we can. 45 seconds! Oh, it doesn't sound like much when you put it that way, Broken Crow, but it's a waste of goddamn time is what it is. Let's see, Siamese, you're doing okay. Just went out for drinks with your sister for the first time. Met several of our friends. I mean, I'm an awkward person, but I believe it went well. That's what counts there, Siamese. That's what counts. Noobness, welcome in. How are you doing? It sucks that when I put you on full screen on my phone, the chat covers your entire webcam and the nice Castlevania. Really? Seriously? That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that, Noobness, but welcome in. How are you doing today? Let's see, $25 in the 1400s would actually be quite worthless. First, it was the gold standard. Second, America didn't exist. Third, you'd probably be burned for witchcraft or futurist clothing and knowledge. True. But imagine in 1094 what $3,000 must be. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. You counted 40 double lock either way. Especially because here's the reason this offends me. We're coming down here, and this clearly looks like a thing. Right? Like there's this big, giant, empty, bloody room. And you're like, wow, this looks like a thing. It is sealed by an especially enormous power. And there's another door over here. Let's check this out. And this is just a save room. So it does let you save right next to the optional boss. But otherwise, when you come down here the first time just to explore, there's nothing here. There's nothing here, which means you have to turn around and walk back up the giant stairs. So that's what makes it even more irritating, is if you like put the game down for a couple days and go, I didn't remember what was down this door. What was down here? Then you gotta walk all the way down there and go, oh, nothing. Right. And then walk all the way up. Start your cell phone. Oh, his cell phone timer. Nice. Classy. I like it, using the technology right there. I'm a terrible timekeeper. Don't worry, we're not doing anything in an official capacity here. That's just fine. Alright, so the door with the spooky red heads in front of it is for an optional boss that we probably will not be encountering. Because I think he's really blisteringly hard to even get to. Oh, we'll see. Alright, so this is, like I said, the hub world, but they're clearly tempting us over here. Let's head over here. Map of the House of Sacred Remains. The game really wants us to go to this level first, so we will. Although you can go to all 5 of these levels in any order you choose. You do get to pick and choose. You will have to jump around a little bit, but otherwise, you can do this. But that's the level we are starting in, the House of Sacred Remains. Which means we get some new music, too. And also a crapload of skeletons. Yeah, see, one of those dropped a 25 coin. Those are the silver ones. So that's nice. And like I said, I assume the first time you go into any room, you are going to have to kill all the enemies, because if you assume that in this game, you'll be right more often than you're wrong. And I'm going to take a quick look around to see if there's any secrets, because basically the way you find secrets in this game is by double jumping a lot, and sometimes whipping where there doesn't appear to be any reason to whip. And some of the secrets in this game are really good, like, you know, optional whips, optional whip upgrades, and that's basically the only way to upgrade your whip. So we're gonna look where we can. Time police are breaking down my door as we speak. Don't let them take you easily. You have to play Chrono Trigger to save my life. I love that game so much. Probably should play that on stream. It's amazing. I wish history would have been made. It's an elective. That's bizarre. Australia, what is up? Oh, I hear enemies. Hey, dudes. See, I was trying to dodge there. And it takes so long to get the dodge combo in place that I wasn't able to pull it off. So recovering your HP in this game is also kind of a pain in the ass, because again, enemies don't typically drop things to recover your health. So in general, the only way to get more health back in this game is either to use a potion, which are like rare treasures, or you can buy them from the store for a lot of gold, or you go to a save room. Alright, so we've got the map here. We found that already, so we can check that out. And we'll go from there. Still miss older Castlevania tunes? Fair enough, Broken Crow. They do have some good ones in the old Castlevanias, most definitely. And we got a fight. What are we fighting? Skeletons? We're fighting some skeletons. Use the wide whip for these guys. Oops! That's a skeleton archer. I don't approve of that. There we go. That's another archer. Suffer not the archers to live. Bad dudes. So this looked like a dead end on my map. And of course dead ends tend to have the most goodies. Also there's a door here that doesn't lead to a room that's marked on my map, so that's suspicious. Gonna have to check that out. Also this looks interesting over here, but some of the levels just have some stuff that don't actually mean anything. I can't guarantee that's a thing that's interesting. Kind of a cool little desk here though. I don't think there's anything we can inspect though. Let's see, anything else to see in this room? Got a candle. Looks like it's got a low-ish ceiling, so probably nothing secret hidden up there. I haven't streamed Symphony of the Night, but I love, love, love Symphony of the Night Broken Crow. I'm not very good at it, but it's an amazing game. And what is this? Pressure plate. There we go. Alright, so that looks like a door that I have to press 3 pressure plates to get into. Excellent. One found, that's good. And we also learned from this room that some of the pressure plate rooms are not on the map. And we're just going to skip through this room because we don't need to fight the enemies again. It's a Broken Crow back when I had the reflexive younger man. I could speedrun parts of it. I tried to do it now and cry. Still, that's an impressive feat, even if you only could do it at one point. I'm impressed anyway. This is where we're going next. Siamese, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. And thank you for throwing the charity hashtag in there. I appreciate that. We're getting near the end of the charity drive, but I still think they can hit 300k, which is super impressive. The extent of my French knowledge, oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, hey, new enemies. Zombies! We got zombies now. They have, if you ever played a Castlevania game before, you're gonna recognize pretty much all of the classic Castlevania enemies. Oh yeah, and the zombies puke pools of puke here. So that's awesome. And by awesome, I mean disgusting, and I don't care for it. Especially because when you get a big crowd of them, they can just start puking all over the floor, and then there's nowhere to stand. And it's gross. Yeah, zombies in most of the Castlevania games are one-hit fodder mobs, but there really aren't any one-hit fodder mobs in here, unfortunately. Basically everything takes at least a few hits. Isn't great. What are you gonna do? Neekums, welcome in! How are you doing today, Neekums? How has your streams been going? I see you've been playing about a bajillion hours of CS and enjoying the hell out of it, it looks like. So congratulations on that. And I've been told that the rust is coming off. How's that been feeling? Hope that's been feeling great. Make sure you go watch Neekums if you haven't. She is amazing. The leader of the Arena stream team. Not coincidentally the best stream team on Twitch, and also just a fantastic person in every respect. Good person, good streamer. You can do no better. Make sure you give her a follow right there. Let's see, rust is slowly coming off. Yes, I need to do some variety this week. You don't need to do a damn thing, Neekums, except enjoy yourself on stream, which I'm told you've been doing. And Drav, welcome in. How are you doing today, Drav? Hope you've been enjoying yourself. Hope you're ready for the holidays as well. And yeah, the zombies still go up in flames. There is lots of nods to the other Castlevania games in here, which I really appreciate. Like, it's nothing that they really penalize you for if you don't know. It's none of those irritating call-outs where they're like, whoa, you're not a Castlevania fan, so this isn't going to make any sense to you. No, it's not like that. Instead, it's more like, if you happen to be a Castlevania fan, you'll be like, oh, I get that reference, that's cute. Alright, so these blue doors with the circles on them, that's what we're looking for. These doors always lead to save rooms. So there's going to be a lot of instances where we don't actually have a map and we don't know where the save rooms are. So we're going to want to look out for those blue doors, get our saves, and get our health restored. That's always going to be nice. And yeah, there's definitely some calls back to the Castlevania theme as well in there, Broken Crow. I like that. Oh man, Drav, the last hour or so of Last Light was so good. I really enjoyed Metro Last Light, most definitely. My name is Belmont. Shane Belmont. Dun-na, dun-na. What's the significance of the combo meter? Not much. I think they just kind of put it in there to be, I don't know, trendy and stylish. But I don't think there's much. Siamese, thank you for the more bits right there. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Much appreciated. And once again, thank you for the charity hashtag. Alright, so this is where we want to go, because this looks like another dead-end room, so there might be another switch over here somewhere. Or possibly secret treasure. I like me some secret treasure. There's going to be enemies too. Ooh, new enemies. So luckily, as you can see here, you can stun lock most enemies and learn a new technique. Now we've got a 4-hit combo with the square button. Oh heck yes, let's try that out immediately. There we go. And there's way too many skeletons in here. Look at that guy dodging around like a friggin' ninja. So yeah, there isn't really any mechanical reason to have that combo counter up on the screen. There is no XP in the game. You don't get extra XP for big combos. Your drops, as far as I know, don't get any better if you get big combos. I almost want to say it's just up there because Devil May Cry did it. I'm not sure there's a better reason than that. And here we go. We found our first little secret here, which is a high potion. I like that. I appreciate that. But we'll take that graciously. The quadruple jump? Oh man, I only wish. Let's see, it really is only held back by the camera and weird whip mechanics. There is also one other thing, but that could be because, you know, I've been playing for a while, you know, playing games for a while, and that is, I wish there was a lock-on in this game too. I think a lock-on would really improve this game. But there isn't a lock-on, unfortunately. So in some battles where you're moving very quickly, that can be really frustrating. And a whip up here. It looks like I should be able to whip up there. There we go. So those are bags of 250, so that's definitely helping a lot. Wombles, welcome back in. Finally back to the ancient graphics. You scared me there with the Metro. Oh, don't worry, we'll never be getting too far away from the retro. I guarantee you that, Wombles. But welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh yeah, there's a lot of love in this game. There's a lot to like about this game, but there's also some things that are a little bit off. We'll discuss both as we go on. Let's see, so how does the first black sheep of the Castlevania franchise play? I remember the uproar because it was 3D. There always is uproars over every little thing, but it's alright so far. We just got started, so we haven't gotten to much to judge. Right, I generally think you need lock-on in a third-person action game. And also, I'm going to go back to that other door first. See what's over in there. Oh, dude. And the enemies all respawn. But that's fine, because the door is not going to be locked this time. I'm going to check over here first, make sure we can cover as much as we can on the first go-through. Oh, there's a lot of these guys inside. I'm glad we have a longer combo, because as you can see, you do stun lock enemies a little bit. So having a nice long combo. Nope, nope, oh! I kind of blocked that one, so that was nice. Having a nice long combo means you can keep the enemies stun locked a little bit longer, which is definitely nice. And you also probably notice that there's a bit of a delay between my combos, between switching from one combo to the next. That can leave you crazy vulnerable. I'm gonna watch out for that. Also, you'll see over here, this golden candle, these are where you get new sub-weapons from. This one's the crystal sub-weapon, which I'm gonna leave right there, because crystal's okay, but I prefer my daggers. Have I actually tried these out? I don't know if I have. Alright, so there's my dagger sub-weapon. You can just see he throws it like that. And then Crystal sort of leaves like a mine behind. And then explodes after a little bit. So I prefer having a little bit of range with the daggers. But we're going to keep daggers for the moment. The 3D game on the PS1, or... I don't remember the PS1 off the top of my head, but I remember the N64 one. That was not good. Uproars on the internet. It's shocking, is what it is. Oh, here we go. I see that up there. Can I whip up to it? Oh, it seems really high up. Oh, this one seems a little bit lower. Get this one? There we go. Oh, there's a barricade over there, so I can't go straight to it. That's weird. I wonder what that means. My excuses are gone, the shoes have arrived. You'll have to let us know how they are. If they're living up to standards, if they look nice. I hope so on both fronts. Not gonna lie, I didn't know there was a lock-on until the end. Oh no! LTG, that just means you accidentally did a challenge run, and that's awesome. Congratulations on your accidental challenge run. Alright, so how do we get up there is my question. Because you got that big grate there that prevents me from just jumping straight there from here. So that's weird. Why can't you sell the crystal? I know. Why are you just dumping it on the floor there? Why can't you just switch? Why do you have to find the sub-weapons like this? Tons of backtracking. Oh! Oh! I actually whipped onto it, but I just smashed into the barricade there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's way too high for me to actually whip onto, I think. That's unfortunate. Honestly, I don't think you need to lock on. Monster Hunter trained me too well. I'm not sure. Like, I want to get up here, but I'm not sure how to. Nope. Definitely no way to jump to it from there. And I can't whip up from over here, I don't think. It's too high. You don't lock that much in Soulsborne, John. Interesting. So I guess preference things for some. I do find that interesting. Is there anything else to see in this room? Something else that might give us access? Is there some way to get that stupid barrier down? That'd help. Ooh, I wonder. Is there anything else up in the ceiling? Check that out real quick. Is there some way I could jump across and whip some stuff? No, I was hoping there'd be some bars that I can jump across. I have no idea how to get to this. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to let me know. I'm curious. Drav recommending Grim Dawn. I've heard a couple people in this chat say that they liked it before. So that's interesting. And Siamese, you're one of them. Excellent. Alright, so I guess we're gonna leave that for there. You notice it does mark, oh hey, there's a crystal on this room. So if you're trying to find just a crystal, at least you can look at the maps once you go to the places. When you jump on the bookcases, you cannot. There is an invisible wall there. So unfortunately, no, I can't interact with basically anything on the walls. Like, you see this? This is me pressing into the wall. This is as close as I can get to them. So that's about it. And it's too high to whip onto like the other ones. This is about the height that I need to whip onto it, and it's a little bit too high. So I'm not sure. Thwarted again by invisible walls. As always, you'll see those a lot in here. Alright, so we'll head out for right now. Should I mark it? Ooh, I should mark it. I remember how to mark it. Well, L2 is set marker, alright. So let's... Oh, it just leaves it right where I'm standing. Alright, so let's go back over there and we'll mark it. Just to be safe. Oh man, it respawns all the enemies too. Alright, there we go. So the more marker stones you get, the more you can mark, and this is per map. So in each level you get, right now I have 3 marker stones to lay down, so that's kind of nice. John, you recommended as well, and Path of Exile. I know you've been playing that for a long time, which is very cool. With the Angel, you just sauteed some dandelion greens and garlic and sesame oil. Ooh. Interesting. I pretty much anything in garlic I enjoy. I'm a simple man. Alright, so we're good there. Go ahead and take off. You may have noticed, too, we've done a little bit of fighting, and aside from the boss that taught us how to use the purple block, none of the enemies we've seen have actually used purple special attacks. So get used to that being a thing. And where do we want to head? We want to head south from here, so let's head this way. Let's see. In fact, Summoner style Grim Dawn seems perfect for Shane. I just run into a group of enemies and watch my skeletons cut them to pieces. I don't know about that. I enjoy getting my hands dirty sometimes. I'm just not good at it, is all. There's a difference. I like the fighting, I'm just not good at the fighting. See, anyone else remember the old PC game Summoner? I have that one. I played a little bit. I wasn't sure if that was something I want to stream, but I am aware of that one. I do have a copy of it. Would you recommend it? Broken Crow, do you remember enough about it? Oh, the music changed now, too. Oh shoot, these guys have purple attacks. There we go. Oh, we found somebody else with purple attacks. That's good. Ow. There we go. And once again, like I said, you can tell that I can't lock on in here. Because sometimes I'll just sort of start wailing on nothing. There's not much I can do about that. Make sure we get all the good coins here. Start saving up, because 3 grand is not going to come easy. Dang it. You can only block from the front as well. So, you gotta... And since you maintain your facing when you're blocking, and again, there's no lock-on, you gotta be real careful with blocking as well. Sometimes it can potentially do more harm than good. Sacrifice? Yes, I think... Were you the one that got me a copy of Sacrifice Draft, or was that somebody else? I tried that one. That one seemed interesting, too. Sort of a third-person RTS type game, if memory serves. Anything in here that I can see so far? That was you, Drav. I've got a list of that. Who gave me what written down, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head. But I didn't forget, totally. I'm not that derpy, I promise you. Summoner was also on Mac, too. Interesting. Let's head through here first. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I had one of those for PS2. I think a Dark Alliance 2 for PS2. I used to play that co-op back in the day, John. That was fun. Nope, nope. Press the wrong button. That wasn't the block button. What's my finger even doing near that one? Nope, nope. Learned new technique, Perfect Guard. Let's see, guard at the point of impact blocks most enemy attacks while gaining MP and hearts. So basically, if you're willing to risk blocking exactly the point of impact, you can actually recover. Or no, sorry, not health. MP and hearts for sub-weapons, not health. So it's a dangerous technique, but it's there if you want it. Go ahead and start taking care of some of these guys. Alright, so that cross I just got, I think that was actually the Holy Book or whatever it was. That damages all enemies on screen, but it isn't actually a sub-weapon you pick up. Interesting little item. Very rare drop there, though. For obvious reasons. A giveaway? What? What's this, LTG? I'm listening. Anything over here? Oregon. Looks like it's in bad shape. Lots of invisible walls, that's about it. Alright, so we're heading south from here as well. Grim Dawn is the first add-on that I bought, the Necromancer, on Steam sale right now. I saw one of the Grim Dawn DLCs is on sale. I've got the base game of Grim Dawn, but before I stream it, I'd like to see if I can pick up the rest of the DLCs, so maybe I can do everything at once. We'll see. Just through here now. Oh, what is that? A rune spirit. That's new. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them too. Luckily, they can be stun locked when they're purple attacking. Not every enemy can, as you saw with the knights here. Siamese! More! Thank you, Siamese! Continuing to rock those donations right there. I appreciate that. The support means a lot. Cool up in the rafters here. No, this looks like another narrow or low ceiling room. Random holy crap, that's very generous of you, LTG. What's the question? Let's make it Castlevania themed. I like it. I'm interested. Let's see. Gonna drink some buttermilk to cut down on the sourness in my mouth. Let's see, Drab, you only need Ashes of Melmoth. That's the actual story DLC. I think that's the one I have on my wish list, is Ashes of Melmoth. All I have is the base game right now. The answer is 42. The answer is Richter is overrated. That's the answer. The answer is Richter is overrated. Where's my prize? Get rid of these rune spirits as quick as we can, because they... Ow! Seem to have a wide reach! Ow, dang it! That actually stun locked me there. I couldn't block or anything, or move. I shouldn't be getting stun locked, that's just rude. Also been a little while since I saw Save Room. My health's not feeling great. There we go. Got both of them at least. But I haven't asked it yet. Alucard, 1998, whip! One of those? Is it one of those? Just wants to make LTG change its question. That's cruel. Although if the answer was whip, I'd be embarrassed. That seems like a pretty easy question, whatever it was. What do you mean you're Dracula's son? Your name is Dr. Acula? Alright, is there another save point around here? There's one a bit of a ways off. I want to go to that room behind me, though. Go there. I'll blow a health potion if I have to, but let's go over there first. In a certain Castlevania game, the cover was designed by a manga artist. What was the game called, and what anime was he known for? First person gets it. That is a good question, and I do not know. Unfortunately, I'm bad with names. But basically, any name-based quiz questions I'm going to be useless for. But I like the premise. That seems like an interesting quiz question. I'll be interested to see what the answer actually is. What do we got here? Oh, this is just a connecting hallway? That's it? Oh, this is a waste to come back for then. Hit all the candles then, and then we'll head back. Need to spread those prizes? Oh, go right ahead, Trev. If you happen to know the answer, jump in on that. Right, so no, we're not going to go that way. I think what we're going to do is loop back around to the start so we can check out that hallway and get the save point there. I think that's probably our best bet. Oh, Trav, that is really cool of you. That is super generous. I appreciate that. As I'm sure any winners will as well. Alright. And I'm going... How did I manage to go backwards there? Literally went the opposite way from where I wanted to go. Doing a great job here. Oh, here we go. You can tell I get turned around pretty easily. We have full hearts at least. So that's good, although we don't have the we do not have the sub-weapon I want. So, oh, jeez! Oh, please don't make me use the health potion. I'd really prefer not to do that. They're so expensive. May have made this question a bit too hard. I'm not sure we have any big Castlevania fans in here at the moment. Or maybe any big manga fans? I'm not sure. Oh no. Where am I headed to? Over here. Go this way. This is another simple connecting hallway, so probably not any enemies in here. That's good. Alright. I know there are weebs among us. Well, you got me here. But I am a weeb who's bad with names, unfortunately. And my anime trivia is probably not what it could be. I really don't want to die after we've explored as much as we have. I know I'm playing it kind of risky here, but I just don't want to waste my resources. There we go. Got nice coins. I don't think I've been in here before. I don't know if there's going to be any secrets in here, though. Seems like another low-ceilinged room. Screw this eating healthy idea. I'm going to have some mac and cheese. Hell yes! 'Tis the season for cheating. The trick is you do your cheating in December, and then you set a New Year's resolution to start eating healthy. And then you've got a perfect excuse to start right there. It's a twofer right there is what it is. Let's see, Mythunga, I want to take a shot at answering, but I would prefer someone else got the prize because I don't play games very often anymore. Well, that's up to LTG. If nobody else has the answer, I'm sure he might want to toss out a different question and let you have a crack at it. John! Hot dog. Alright, one more room. Close to that save point. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of skeletons in here. Oh no! Try not to take damage. Come on! Oh no! I was so close to disaster here, it's not good. I think this guy's the last one though. There we go. Alright. Just gotta get back to the save point. Search this room for delicious secrets as well. And I see something. Oh no, we've been in here before, haven't we? No, we haven't. I see an item up there too. Neapolitan, what in the heck is that? Pasta sauteed in ketchup. The cheap feel is all for the better. It doesn't actually say what it does, but I assume it's some sort of health recovery? The cheap feel is all for the better. What the heck? Oh, the Symphony of the Night cover. I love that cover so much. That one's gorgeous. That's the Angel. I take some wild guesses, but I have 800 games in my Steam I've yet to play, so I don't need any more new ones. You always need more new ones. Constantly need more Steam games. I am told if you run out of Steam games to play, if your Steam library is completely empty, you die in real life. This is a thing I am told, and I believe it down to my bones. Alright, so we've gotten some money mostly as secrets. Nothing really truly interesting. The one thing that looked interesting and we had to mark because we weren't actually able to get through. Alright, first order of business, let's hit that save point. Recover our health, and, you know, make sure that we're not going to die. What was that about dying in real life? Welcome in, Noctis. I was saying I have heard, I am told, that if your Steam backlog ever hits 0, you die IRL. All I know is I'm not taking any chances. I make sure to buy way too many Steam games. Buff up my backlog. Neekums, you have 1,576 Steam games. I need more, obviously. Only 1,576. Is that all? Oh my god, that is a heck of a backlog though, Neekums. I know you play some stuff on there. You're very slowly working on it. So no shame there. Where am I headed to next? Not that way. This way. Not that way either. Very slowly, yes. It's okay. It's okay. There is plenty of time in this world to get to all those Steam games. Hopefully some of them are fun is the thing. That's the problem, is if you've got a big backlog and some of them end up being garbage, that's always unfortunate. You probably had that feeling, right, where you've got something sitting in your Steam catalog for like years and years, and then you actually try it out and you're like, oh, this wasn't very good, it turns out. Welcome back, Box Kid. I think I'm in the 500s for Steam games, I don't remember exactly. Steam has single-handedly elongated my lifespan. Well, it doesn't work in reverse Siamese. It's not like you're immortal while you have a Steam backlog. Mr. Steel Rose, welcome in. How are all cookies today? I want cookies. Can I get cookies? Is that a thing? Is that an option? Alright, so we need to run across here. Oh jeez, there's so many enemies in here. This door? I think this door. I've got 779 living forever! Oh, I think there's an axe in here. I think there is an axe in here. That's what I want! Ow, that hurt a lot. Flying skull things actually do a ton of damage. Also, you notice they can turn transparent sometimes, which makes them immune to damage temporarily. That, yeah, right, like right there. That's irritating. And there, one of them dropped a $5 piece. So that's awesome. There we go. And let's grab the axe, and let's check that out. There we go. So right now, as you can see, that pattern that I throw it in leaves a lot of holes. So it's not perfect. Also, it uses a ton of hearts. So you run out much quicker than other sub-weapons, but it does a lot of damage. So I appreciate that. Broken Crow, did you get the answer right there? Congratulations! Very well done. See, Noctis, the only games I bought that I didn't play more than a couple minutes are a few, not counting the games won and gifted. Gotta open your mind, man. Expand your mind, and then expand your Steam library. Beautiful thing. It really is. So let's get up here. Maybe? Probably gotta get a little closer. Come on. Pretty sure this is where I need to be to whip up there. There we go. You gotta do it right at the very top of your jump, which can be a little tricky sometimes. There's a door up here. Interesting. Oh, he set the game. Oh, Castlevania Judgment. There we go. Elena, thank you for the bits. Shane is a hippie who wants to expand our minds and open our third eyes confirmed. Also open your wallets for video games, because video games are awesome. Steel Rose, you have several games that you replay from time to time. Backlog would make me feel stressed not to play my favorite games again. I don't know, sometimes it can be nice. Like right now, you know, having a huge backlog is one of the things that's got me into streaming. Because I'm like, I need some excuse to just be playing new games all the time. And here we are. How many hearts can you hold? Not a lot, Box Kid. I think we're actually at max right now. And what, like 80-something? 90-something? It's not a lot. Oh, there's bats. And the bats are on fire? What's going on there? I heard something else too. Oh, jeez. What is that? The Buckbeard. What the heck is that? So now I've got a 3-hit combo in mid-air, so that's pretty cool. Slowly getting some more techniques here. I can hold 2 hearts, 1 in either hand, but it's very messy. Wash your hands afterwards. Gotta stay sanitary, it's important. Fun to buy games even when you don't need more games. It's true. I am definitely a capitalist whore, I will confess. Still gotta beat Baldur's Gate 2 and Icewind Dale. Same here, Siamese. I have not played either of those before. I'd like to stream them someday, though. See if we can pull that off. That's a wolf skeleton. Oh, he's strong, too. And apparently can turn into a shadow for some reason. Oh, he wants to play fetch. That's adorable. There we go, he's down. I think I'm most worried about them. Let's take them down first. And the zombies. Get out of the puke pile, zombie. Disgusting. Standing in his own puke pile. That's weird. So you can hold like 80 some hearts, I think. I think that's the limit. It's not a lot, unfortunately, and I don't know that there's any way to expand your heart capability throughout the game. I think we may be stuck with that much. Luckily, as you can see, there's tons of money sacks up here, and there is another barrier. That seems kind of suspicious. I mean, there's something secret over here? Yeah, not that I can see. Interesting. Where are we going from here? Only one door out of here, so I guess that makes things simple at least. Let's see. Now our Castlevania themed Symphony of the Night version for PS4 is on sale in the EU. Ooh. The one thing I am going to complain, I am going to whine about this draft about Symphony of the Night PS4 is the fact that they rewrote the dialogue. They used the PSP version of the game instead of the PS1 version, and that means it doesn't have that hilarious intro that everyone quotes all the time. That breaks my heart a little bit, unfortunately. Let's see, trade off. I wish my list of untouched games was 100 plus to just like 300 or 400 stupid Steam sales. You gotta start in on it. Let's see, Angel, I've eaten a few mouthfuls of dandelion greens and 3 baby carrots. I've eaten healthy today. That counts. That counts. I mean, if you can get a hold of the game, you know, that's as long as you're playing it. I would recommend playing it one way or another. I'm just disappointed it's not the original hilarious PS1 version. I think there's an enemy in this room. Oh! Hello! Red Skellingtons. Red Skellingtons. Shoot! Those are big old maces, too. And it looks like just like in previous games, they may be immortal as well. That's not cool. I'm gonna test it out though, see if there is any way to kill them. Well, this could be a... Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's any way to kill him. Darn it! Frickin' Skellingtons. Come on, camera, help me out here. Oh, there's one of these eyeball dudes there too. But he was just chilling there, he wasn't even attacking me. Uh-oh. Playing boss music. And there's also a bunch of red skeletons in here. Oh, there it is. I see a big guy. He's got a purple attack. Oh, wow. He actually hit one of the skeletons. And I can block that, but it stuns me a little bit. When I didn't get my block up in time. I'm glad that he can hit the skeletons too, that's hilarious. Ow, I lit up my block too early. There we go. May as well use some hearts in here. There we go. We're not going to be able to beat the red guys, though, so we're going to have to leave with them still running around. Unfortunately. We'll get what secrets we can. Catch up on chat there. I googled the exact numbers, but I might attract the FBI's attention. Yeah, watch your search history there, holy crap. I've heard Red Skeleton was a funny guy. I don't know that I've ever seen his routines, actually. His name was Robert Paulson. I used to love that movie so much. Yeah, the camera is just not good in this game, unfortunately. You can't kill what's already dead. Unless it's a zombie, I can kill them dead. More dead? Super dead? Ultra dead. Beat them until they live again, and then beat them some more. Hey, Jenna, welcome in. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Hope you were getting ready for the holidays. Whip up here, too. Oh, we are doing good on money, finding all these money bags. I'm liking that. Anything up over here? No. Alright. What is this door? This looks fancy. Why is there a fancy door over here? Oh, so the fancy gold doors lead to these, Oh, another marker stone, too. Fancy gold doors lead to the switches. Good to know. Come on! Oh my gosh. Stop. There we go. And that is a different locked door than the one we found before. Interesting. Found another marker stone, but that's not helping us open the same door we opened before. I think we're good for now. So let's go ahead and basically run for a while. Jenny, you're good? That is good to hear. Broken cat keeps jumping on your desk. Makes you feel like such a villain for kicking her off. I know the feeling. Oh, it's like, cat, I love you, but you can't. Alright, I'm gonna see what my heart's maxed out at, because I don't remember, but I think it might be 80. Which is a very odd number, but I think that might be it. Yeah, 80 hearts is the most you can carry. I don't know who decided 80 was the right number, but 80 is the number. Nope, nope. I'm living. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That is always the case, Elena, but I'm not going to let other people's experience taint my own joy with that movie. I see gold leads to switches, but you can't trick me into donating twice the same week. Darn. So did I switch this entry because it was 3D? Does it have RPG elements? No. Not remotely, Drav. There's a couple of new abilities you unlock as you kill enemies, but you don't really get XP. You don't really have, despite the screen, you don't really have an equip in the game. I would say virtually zero RPG elements. That's how I describe it to someone, especially if they were looking for a Castlevania with RPG elements. I'd say go straight to Symphony of the Night, but that's basically my answer to everything Castlevania is go back to Symphony of the Night. Because it's amazing. We don't actually need to be whipping these things because I don't need dollars and I don't need hearts. Also, how am I doing on, I've actually got enough gold to get that, relic. Which is really cool. If we're... I might actually want to head back for that. Pretty near the entrance, aren't we? We are pretty near the entrance. I might do that. We're gonna head back and save first of all. That's priority one. Is there anything else over here? Oh, there is something over here. I missed something. Dude, alright, we need to kill some enemies first. We're headed for a save room anyway, so I don't have to worry too much about my health as long as I don't let myself get super into danger. Which, you know, is a thing I do. There we go. Ow! No, 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 no! That jerk! And of course he was only one hit away from death. Go! Go! Alright. Now we can safely explore a little bit. It's Jenna, I love my cats, but I can't for the life of me, they can't for the life of me sit still. Like to sit on drawers, my PS4, my bookshelf, any place they know they shouldn't be. That's cats in a nutshell right there. They love being where they shouldn't be. I don't see anything over there. Looked like it might have been some sort of curious secret, but it wasn't. Alright, so where are we headed now? Just headed straight across here, and then we should be able to get to a save room. Awesome. Get our health back, save with all this progress. And then, yeah, let's head out of here real quick. Let's head back to the store. And we'll get that relic, and that relic should actually make our life a little bit easier. Because I don't actually care for the relic we've got right now very much. And so I'm not going to be using it very much, but the other one just straight up increases your defense for a little bit of time. That's cool. I like that. That is one I would definitely use. And we're not too far from the entrance of the dungeon. I think that would be a good thing to do. And now when I kick them out of my room, they meow pitifully. They love guilt trips. Cats are excellent at the guilt trip. Grandmasters. You just keep heading this way? Oh, they locked the door on me again. That's rude. But I've already been through this room. They don't need to lock the door on me a second time. If it's new enemies this time? A different challenge? No, it just looks like more zombies. Oh, I'm not too worried about taking down some zombies. That's fine. Alright, yeah, it was pretty easy. I don't know why they made us do that, but they did. That's fine. My cat just meows and then hides when you go to give it attention. Oh. Yeah, some cats don't really like the attention. But I prefer a cat that likes sitting in my lap sometimes. Not all the time. But, any cat that likes sitting in my lap sometime, I'm gonna let it. Most likely. Alright, here we go. Go ahead, back out. Grab that cool relic, and then we'll head back in. LTG is bringing back the quiz. Get your trivia knowledge ready. It's a-coming. It is a-coming. And I'm not gonna, I can't stop thanking you here, LTG. Thank you for your generosity. That is super cool of you. Super affectionate, which I'm still not used to. Most of the cats in my life have been assholes. It was the same with me. As I had trouble getting used to the idea of a cat that wasn't an asshole and was gonna bite and claw my hand off, but I grew to love them. LTG is awesome. Just a good guy all around. Appreciate having that dude around. Oh yeah, an outside cat there, Box. Yeah, they can be a weird bunch, most definitely. But still, I've known some nice outside cats. They just do tend to be jumpy more than anything else. Alright. So at least he's only 2 screens outside the castle, so you don't have to go too far to find him.
Welcome. What would you like today?
And we will buy... Ooh, wait. Ooh, and he got the first armor, too. We want to get that instead. Hell yeah. So like I said, he gets armor throughout the game, and it's unlocked based on what your map completion is. So... yeah, I want the Earthplate real bad. We're gonna go ahead and buy that.
Is this fine? Yes, certainly.
It's not much in the way of damage reduction, but I'll take it. They're not even gonna sell Neapolitan for a whole crap load, but what does it do? Why does it not say what it does? I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up what I'm gonna look up what Neapolitan does because I have no idea and I'm curious before I sell it. You've got a mix of inside, outside there, Cat Jenna. Let's see, so this one's more about the stream. What RPG has Shane streamed that has hot coffee in it? I mean cold. I mean, it was actually hot. RPG? I'm not sure I remember that one. I know I played a game that I love very much that has coffee in it, but I don't know that that's the RPG you're thinking of. I'm going to be curious to see what the answer to this one is. Let's see. Lament of Innocence. How do you even spell Neapolitan? There we go. I always want to spell that the wrong way. I'll get it. There we go. What does it do? I don't know. Finn, I don't know if he streamed it before, but Earthbound has hot coffee. I haven't streamed that before, but I love Earthbound. That is such a good game. I think the combat is probably a little overly simplistic, but that game is worth playing just for the writing and just for the crazy visuals. I don't know if you're a fan of it as well, Phenomenon, but I do like that a lot. What does it do? It's 75 HP, which is not bad. But high potions are 100, so yeah, we can sell the potion. It's fine.
Is this okay? Would you like anything else? Is that all?
And then
What would you like?
we will go ahead and buy that relic. Because hell yes, the White Bishop.
Is this fine? Yes, certainly.
There we go.
Is
Now
that
we're in
all?
good shape.
I appreciate your business.
Go ahead and open the oh jeez. Alright, so this is another irritating thing about this game. Cannot change equipment here. In the pause menu, it means you cannot change equipment in the pause menu. So what you have to do to change your equipment is go here and then hit the right stick until you find what you want in real time. And that's where you have to equip it. You can't equip it from the pause menu. That's insane to me. That is bonkers. That's also how you use health items in the game too. Is you have to use health items by hitting the right stick and then finding it in these menus in real time. So like in the middle of a boss fight, if you want to heal, you can't heal from the pause menu. You have to be mashing the right stick and finding the stuff in here. It's not ideal. I don't care for that either. Phenomenon, it's your favorite SNES game? Hell yes. I'm down with that. Vampire the Masquerade, that might have had hot coffee in it. I know there's certainly people drinking coffee. I don't know if it was an item I could ever use, but yeah, I did stream Vampire the Masquerade and it was great. Wonder how rich that salesman is. I don't know what his overhead is. I don't know what his rent on the land is either. It's hard to say. Yeah, I've had a couple people recommend Lisa to me before. I've got it on my Steam wish list. I may check it out at some point. The stick mashing is the future. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, we're going to equip the White Bishop here as well as my relic. And I don't have any accessories yet, which is unfortunate. So now if I pause, I can look at my equip, but I still can't change it here yet either. This RPG had The Chosen in it. The Chosen. I mean, that's most RPGs, unfortunately. There was some people drinking coffee in Alan Wake, but it definitely wasn't a usable item. Tex Murphy? I wouldn't call Tex Murphy an RPG either, and I don't think Tex ever had coffee. He had that water dispenser in his office that didn't actually work. I didn't realize so many games had hot coffee mods. Alright, so we got some armor. We got some armor and we got a new, what do you call it? We got a new relic. So that's cool. Now obviously 5% defense isn't spectacular. But, it's better than nothing. I'll take whatever you can get. The Drav doesn't want it. Drav's doing a secondary giveaway. Drav's giving away his giveaway. Madness has broken out in chat. The first to type wins. Well, Angel. Angel, if you wanted, you may have just won right there. You may already be a winner. And Jenna, there you go. Oh, Jenna, alright. Jenna, the first person to throw the answer down after that. Congratulations on the win there, Jenna. It was a bit chaotic, but it was beautiful still. I like it. Alright, we'll go ahead and save, and then we'll head back to the House of Sacred Remains. It shouldn't be too hard to get back where we were, and that's basically all the equip we're gonna want to get for the rest of this dungeon, at least. That's how this community works. Weird but nice. I could deal with that. I like weird but nice. And LTG, thank you once again for running and providing that giveaway. More obscure questions? Are you sure? That seemed like it was doing the trick right there. Alright. Back to the House of Sacred Remains. And back to heading where we were headed to. So unfortunately, the one thing we didn't really increase there was our offensive power. Because like I said, whip upgrades are shockingly hard to come by in this game, although that guy just dropped a potion. That was very good luck right there. Like I said, enemies typically do not drop anything in here. The fact that guy dropped a friggin' potion is awesome. Yeah, I did not remember coffee in Tales of Symphonia. I'll admit I would not have gotten that question, even though I was the one playing Symphonia. I mean, not like I'm the most observant guy in the world. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. Oh, the puke! But I did not remember coffee in Symphonia. Did everybody? There's still somebody here? There is still somebody here. Get out of here. It's just Christopher. This looks sweet. Last one I played was Symphony. What is this? This is Lament of Innocence for PS2. It's the first Castlevania on PS2. And also, chronologically, according to the official Castlevania canon, this is the first game in the official Castlevania timeline. And welcome in, Christopher. How are you doing today? And Dax! Welcome in, Dax! How are you doing today, my friend? Hope everything is going well with you. Alright, so that's where we want to head. We've done this whole loop here. We don't need to do that again. So let's head back and head south from there. And then we'll see. You are deeply well, Dax. That sounds wonderful. I am doing good. Enjoying playing a new game here. Or a new game for the stream, at least. Going well so far, too. I saw a fiver back there. I kind of want that fiver. Oh, jeez! He was not as stun locked as I thought he was. Ow! Really should have blocked instead of counterattacking there. My classic mistake. Ah, dang it, speaking of. Oh, he dropped 100 though, so that was still worth it in the end. I'm happy. Can you buy this on the PS3 store? I believe you can, actually. If you hit exclamation mark buy in chat. I've actually got a link to buy it on the PS3 store if you've got a, if you're in the United States. I think it's a different link if you're outside of the United States, though. You are blocking, Shane. You just need to stop blocking with your face. Oh, if I had a penny for every time I heard that, and it was correct advice, I would have a great many pennies. What? What? Wait, hang on. Why did Nightbot? Oh, alright, because it was just individual bits. Gosh darn it, Nightbot. I apologize, Christopher. Christopher, thank you for the bits right there. I appreciate the support. Nightbot is a bit of a cranky babysitter. I wish I could figure out how to get Nightbot to stop timing out for friggin' bits. I do not know how to get Nightbot to stop timing out for friggin' bits. So my apologies, and thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Nightbot hates you, Dax. Nightbot hates a lot of things and a lot of people. It's a true fact. Nightbot is the crankiest of all possible babysitters. Alright, we're getting close to new territory here. That's awesome. Let's continue exploring here. We'll see if we can finish this dungeon tonight. We should be able to finish this dungeon tonight. Ow! No, no! Stupid flying skull thing. Didn't even need to fight him. Where are we headed from here? This way? This way. And now we're in new territory. Oh no, Fleamen! I hate these guys in most Castlevanias. I don't know how much other Castlevania players we have in here, but if you played other Castlevanias, you probably know what irritating things these guys are. Oh, there we go. And as you can see with them bouncing all over the place, they're pretty unpleasant in here too. But we got a heart repair potion, which actually gives you some of your hearts back, which is handy for fighting bosses. Having and being able to use your sub-weapons a little bit more. Wow, they're dropping those like crazy. Ah, come on, nope. Oh, we're getting into a bad situation here. Dang it! I tried to block, but he was technically behind me when I blocked. There we go. Alright, I think I got all of them there. Holy crap, that was irritating. Hucks a penny at Nightbot's face! He'll get irritated about that, but he knows that's not enough to punish. So he has to take it. A good way of getting back at him. Thank you for the bit, though, Christopher. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, if you throw !buy in chat, I'll give you a link to check it out on the PS3, PSN, because I always try to have a link to have people buy games if they're interested, but retro games, it can be a little bit challenging. Luckily, this one is on the PSN. Whoa! Oh, jeez! I don't know what those things are, but I don't like them. Appear to have a little bit of a maze here. Move quickly. See if we can grab around here. Anything else cool in here? Anything over here? Alright, so when I stand on these brown platforms, they can't get at me. And I see another save point over here, so let's make for the save point first and foremost. And there's enemies in here? I think I heard a door slam shut. Hello? Anyone in here? Oh, it's a big old room. Up here we go. There's dudes guarding the save point. That's rude. Wow. They dropped a potion too. I've been having really good luck with drops today. That's fantastic. That's Christopher, you still haven't beaten Symphony of the Night because I want to beat it as a blind playthrough, but I'm stuck. Thought I figured it out. Turns out it was just jeweled knuckles. That's a good weapon though, if you like melee. Oh, shitty tablet with broken browser. No worries, no worries. But I love Symphony of the Night so much. But definitely there are a few points in there where it gets very difficult to figure out where you're going next. And it doesn't help that those save points in Symphony are way far apart. But I hope someday you go back into it and check it out more. I really like that game a lot. If they look strange, kill them. Perfect use of that emote there, Siamese. No monsters here. Alright. Where are we and where do we want to go now is the question. I see dead end room. Let's make for the dead end room first and foremost. I can figure out how to get down there. This way? No, not that way. Where does that even lead? That leads to a whole bunch of other stuff. Not that one. I think it's down over here. Probably. And this is... This is the holy water. Which that's cool, again, as a kind of defensive maneuver. But I really like the range and damage of the axe, so we're going to be hanging on to that. But we know there's a crystal in... this area and holy water. And that's an interesting looking door right there. Maybe a mini boss in here? Seriously, tell me that's not ominous. Alright, let's head in. Oh, wow. Oh, geez, there's more of these things. Alright. So it's another big maze room. Is what I'm seeing. Ow! Oh no, I got... Oh, there's a wall right there. Couldn't see the wall from my angle, so I was getting run into by these guys. Oh, hey, there's gold on top of the pillars. Grab all those, then. It'd be nice if I could actually land on top of one of these pillars, but I'm not gonna hope for miracles. Just keep going. Here we go, so that's a nice stone floor. What else is there in here? Goodies! More gold coins? Nope, that's it. Oh, there's a... Whoa, 1,000! Alright, I'll take that. Please and thank you. And... Alright, there's another way out. How are we doing on money now? Wow, we've almost got 3 grand again. That'll be good. Next time we unlock the next armor. It'll also be good if we want to equip up before the boss, but I think we're doing pretty good on items overall. We might be able to just make it with this. Yeah, what they do that so often in this game, Box Kid. They like to hide items in the camera's blind spot. I gotta ouchies. Remember to check there often. Well, this looks devious. And also there's a wall right here, so I can't go with the motion of the floor. So I'm gonna have to try and jump over it, or at least time it just right. Go! Nope, nope! Oh, we made it over! That was awesome. Alright, there's 2 doors out of here. We're gonna go ahead and take this one first, maybe? Oh, by the way, Shane, I know you're interested in the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. They're coming to PS4! Ooh. I've got the first one. I've got the first one, Drav, so I'm not in a huge hurry to get into the other ones until I've played and beaten the first one, because I'm still not sure when that's going to be. I'm hoping to get around to them in 2019 sometime, though. But I appreciate you letting me know, Drav. I always appreciate knowing whatever interesting stuff is in the Steam sale. Those spikes, Jenna, and that noise, too. Holy crap. What is that? Oh, there's a door to another level here, it looks like. Wow, oh god! I got ambushed! And that's another one of the problems with having a fixed camera, is that means sometimes you get attacked by something off screen. And that's definitely a thing that's going to happen in this game. Alright, so that leads down to the next level, which I don't think we want to do just yet. So let's keep exploring this floor first. Because I'm gonna bet that the boss is down on the lower floor. We'll try and go down there last. Actually, just by Legend of Heroes games, everyone in chat there, the Marvel Cinematic Universe of JRPGs. I really gotta get around to those. We gotta go against the spikes again if we're gonna get through here. Go, go, go. Oh no! Oh, I couldn't see it coming because the camera wasn't turning with me. Lame! Yeah, this is where I'm going at least. Let's see, our construction! Can you imagine installing that spike floor? Shout out to the builder! Yeah, think of the maintenance you'd need on it too, Christopher, to keep it greased up so that they're not just grinding up against each other, destroying their engines with all the friction. Holy crap. And, ooh, save, oh no, not a save point, but another, switch room. I'll take that. To be fair, he took those spikes like a champ. I'm not dead. So that's certainly a point for me. Alright, so that door has, 2 switches taking care of it now. So that's good to see. Anything else in here? Nope. Alright. Glad we came in here. So I think after this, we're gonna head out. And we'll come back here later. I'm gonna see if there's anything in that dead end, but there's not. Let's wait for it, and then we might just be able to run behind the spikes. I think so. For safety. That wasn't the door I needed, right? Nope. Keep running. There we go. When you're moving around, it looks like a dress. Do I look elegant at least, Jenna? That's very important when you're a Belmont. You have to look elegant. I mean, slaying monsters is one thing, but you gotta look classy doing it. Oh, jeez. And we got this room now. And over those ghostly walls. Is there anything else in here? Yeah. Right, we'll head back to the save point. We'll save. And then we will head the other direction, I guess. You know, we need to oil the machinery and the blood of trespassers just the job. That is true, Mythunga. That's an added bonus to having death traps right there, I suppose. Self-oiling machinery. Super elegant, that's what I'm looking for. That's basically all Leon wants to hear all day, every day. Alright. We're saved, we're back to full health. That's excellent. We have been forgiven for that spike hit now that we're all healed up. Alright, and... where do we want to head now? Let's head south, and then we'll head west, just to see what's over there, and get that cleared off. And then we'll head the long way south and see what all is down there. It's this way? Yeah, this way. The trespasser blood. Oh, there's just so much of it, Siamese. Where does it all come from? I mean, from trespassers, yeah, but... Get these archers so they don't irritate the hell out of me. Oh, there's so many archers. That's not good. Get out of here. Ranged jerk. Is there more of them? No, there's not. That's good. Get that air blast. Get him down from a distance. I like that. What are you doing getting summoned back here? That's rude. Get out of here. There we go. I want to keep my MP high. So, ooh, when I get to a boss encounter, I can use that defense boost if need be. Ow! I'm just playing this badly and not getting my defense up there. I got sloppy and I paid for it. Oh well, we're good. Would suck if you have to go to this room to get the bathroom. That has been a very old joke for a long time about the Castlevania series. Is how does anybody navigate through here? You know, what is the logic behind the architecture in Castlevania? Where are the bathrooms? How does anyone normal get through here on a normal day? I don't understand it. There's something up here. This looks suspicious. There is a potion up here. And $5. Not the coolest of secrets, but I'll take it. It's something. And where are we headed? This way? We are headed this way. Just the sight of the spikes would have most relieved themselves on the spot. I'd just probably turn around. Ah, no, this castle isn't quite what I was thinking. I'm gonna take off. This guy's really good at whipping, considering they only got it 5 minutes ago. He's a quick learner, especially since you mentioned he was a sword guy before. Where is the bathroom? That's what everyone asks in Castlevania. That's the first question they ask. Or no, the first question is probably, where is Dracula? The second question is, where is the bathroom? Is Alucard in this? Alucard is not in this. This is a couple hundred years before Alucard came into the picture. Like I said, this is chronologically the first one, and Alucard's first appearance is Castlevania 3 for NES, if I remember correctly. Which we are not going to be playing on here because it is way too hard for me. Dracula is in the bathroom. Darn it. That's a clever play then. No one would ever think to look for him in there. Damn you, Dracula! I want to take the other door first. Just because that looks like it just leads to the hallway up here, and I want to make sure it's marked off the map. Cool. Gotta get that map percentage. Get those better armors. Wait for the spikes. We'll follow them over here. That's back the way we came, right? Yeah, it's back the way we came. So where's the other two? Let's see. They're trapped in the bathroom. Oh, another switch. Excellent. And which one does this do? How come we want to kill Dracula? We don't actually want to kill Dracula because we don't know about Dracula in this game yet. We want to kill a different Dracula, or a different vampire whose name I have already forgotten because he kidnapped our character Leon Belmont's betrothed. And also is maybe responsible for monsters plaguing the land, and we're not a big fan of that. And instead of Simon Belmont in here, we are playing Leon Belmont, the first Belmont to appear in one of the Castlevania games. His story is that he was a baron, just a noble within the Belmont clan, but he was a brave and noble knight as well. And he basically had to give up his barony and his title in order to legally go and save his betrothed, because he wasn't actually allowed to go fight the monsters because of standing orders and whatnot. The fading darkness, the farther you go down the hallways, is really creepy. It kind of is. It's a weird effect. Dr. Acula or Elicard Dr. Acula. Such a subtle name there. I like it. And as you saw, that was the third switch to open one of the doors. I don't know if that was a door we need or whether that was a door to a secret. Either way, one of the doors is open now. Alucard backwards is Dracula! What? Secrets revealed in chat today. Shocks all around. No one sees these things coming. Where are we going from here? Straight ahead? Straight ahead to this big ominous looking door. Why do all the doors in here look so ominous? I don't know. Oh, hey! This room actually, has the locked door in it. Alright, let's head through here then. See what it is. Calling it now, Jenna. I guess we'll see. Alright, so we're through the first locked door. Oh, that is a big guy right there. The door is not locked, though. We can actually just leave. Which we're gonna do. Or no, he probably dropped something good, though. Oh well. There's a lot of enemies in here. Including a couple types we haven't seen before. Let's see if we can cut down the numbers a little bit. Oh geez, that's spinning attack. Not a fan of that. Not a big fan of him phasing through the wall either. Very rude. Oh, nice! I got a perfect block on it somehow. Not sure how. If they want to count that as a perfect, I'll take it. So one of these guys, the Sago is what they call these guys. Interesting. Broke up with him, but he's not handling it well. Oh, jeez, that's awkward. I don't want to get involved in that. That's just awkward. I don't need that in my life. What do we got up here? 400 bucks. Oddly specific number, but I'll take it. Where do we want to go from here? Let's head to the side room first. Is right over... Yep. Let's wait this way. That one's not on the map, so I'm curious what this one is. Just die of laughter if that would happen. That would be pretty funny. Oh jeez, we got dogs. Holy crap. They bounce off the wall. I appreciate that the dogs don't attack immediately after they come out of the ground. That actually makes it a bit of a vulnerability when they use that ground ability. Oh, there's so many enemies in here, though. Make sure not to get surrounded. I think that dog's pretty weak. Let's see if I can finish him off. There we go. I'm just gonna take this guy by his lonesome. It doesn't look like it's gonna be too hard. And we get 250 for our troubles. I like it. Alright, just one door out of here. We got this spooky alcove, but it doesn't look like it actually does anything. Wow, what a brave and noble knight. I mean, relatively. I'm sure somebody considers him brave and noble knight. Maybe they didn't see him running away. That's why he went to the castle all by himself, instead of bringing friends or an army. He didn't want anybody to see him just running away from everything. It'd be too embarrassing. I can respect that. Oh yeah, they've got a bunch of the enemies from the NES version, from Symphony of the Night. You'll definitely recognize a lot of Castlevania elements watching this, which I think is very cool. What do we got down this way? Oh jeez! That's a lot of skeletons. And they noticed me! Oh, jeez. Why so many skeletons? And they were in formation, too. It's just wicked. Go. Excellent. Alright. Should have grabbed the eye and went bowling. That would have been pretty cool, actually. Come on. There we go. Alright, so this should get another dot for the triangle lock door. So we've still got one more switch to unlock that one. Although we haven't actually seen that door yet either. Looks like that's all there is to see down this junction now. Oh, it looked like a giant-ass pumpkin. That was definitely a big old eye. An eye with like a chain dangling from it? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's see if we can find out about some of these guys in our encyclopedia. Peeping Eye! An eyeball monster born from a person who once peeped in life. Oh, and actually there's their weaknesses in here too. That's pretty cool. Interesting. How about the Vasago? An evil spirit said to be summoned by those who seek knowledge. Oh, he's actually strong against the axe. That's interesting. I didn't know they had strengths and weaknesses versus the side weapons too. The Millennium Eye from Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to love that thing. Red Skeleton. A blood red skeleton always returns to life. It has weaknesses listed there. Does that mean I could kill him with one of those? Interesting. Oh, when it blinked it looked like pumpkin? I could see that. And no book learning here. I must chop you up. Oh, but book learning. Ruined Spirit. Oh, he looks really wicked. A spirit born from the hatred of animals massacred by humans. Ouch. And there's another eyeball monster, an evil eye that gazes from the darkness. And the wolf skeleton, a wolf skeleton animated by magic. Here's one of those mini-boss dudes, a cavalry soldier that wields a giant steel mace. Wields it very well as well. Spartacus? Oh, that was the gold knight that we took in the back, that other room. The bones of a swordsman from the Roman era, as skilled with a sword as he was in life. And John also, always with the perfect emotes for the occasion. I love that. Oh yeah, the first village of the Schloop game. We did! Is there a crossover going on here? Have we found the crossover? That would be wicked. Oh, the armor from Fable. He does! It does look like the armor from Fable. I need to get around to playing the next Fable game at some point too. Fable 1 was really fun. I enjoyed that immensely. Get out of here. Rin, thank you for linking. Schloop. Always welcomed in here. Gosh, that was so good. Alright, here we go. This is where we want to be going. This will take us to the last unexplored bit on the map, aside from the basement. Which we'll leave till last, I think. The door locked, but I don't see any enemies. I'm guessing this is a puzzle room. Let's see what we can see. So that unlocks the door, puts a big lightning barricade up. And I have to jump on those pillars, it looks like. Alright, see if we can do it. Oh wait, hang on, there's something over here. Can you get up here? There we go. Oh no! I was one short. I thought I was over already. I got cocky and stopped. Darn it! That's Jenny, you love the Fable games. 2 is your favorite. Everyone keeps telling me 2 is their favorite. 2 is the only one I can't play because it never got a PC release, which is really unfortunate. Because I'm gonna have to skip from 1 to 3. If he is skilled with the sword, why is he using a whip? That is an excellent question, and it turns out because once he renounced his title, he had to leave behind all the stuff that wasn't his, and it turns out he didn't actually own a sword. So, he doesn't actually have a sword. So, the old guy in the shop in the game... Oh no! We got there, but we were too slow because we missed the first jump. So yeah, a guy had to give him a whip to fight monsters, so he's using a loner, is the sad truth. Unfortunately. What the heck kind of broke noble doesn't own their own sword? Somebody that never expects to be broke. I think that is the honest answer there. Uses the whip to traverse shit right after you ask, so that is handy as well. Alright. Try this again. There we go. And we're good. Now, it doesn't make any sense when you actually use the whip there, because if you notice, I'm still above it when I'm whipping it, but that's when you have to do it. If you do it when you're even with the bar or below it, you'll just miss. Unfortunately. That's just how you gotta do it there. If you had just learned a wall run, he wouldn't need to use the whip to traverse. If only. If only. Tell him that. Not me. Alright, where are we now? Alright, so there's another sub-weapon over here, it looks like. What sub-weapon is that? That's the cross, which gives you that nice little barrier right there. But I'm going to stick with the axe. Again, I love me that range. But you notice that even takes out the candles as you're going past it. I've already got Fable Anniversary Jenna. We actually already streamed that. I think the anniversary one is the latest one. There's 3 editions of Fable. I think anniversary is the one you want to get if you want to get one of them. Music stopped. That's ominous. Oh, this led to the basement. Oh, this looks like a boss room. Is there no save point around here? Is there no save point right near the boss? Seriously? I don't know, maybe this isn't the boss room. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. This looks like a boss room. I'll want to share it with everyone else. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Can't help but think I'd melee with that axe instead of throwing it away every time. But hey, individual preferences. That does seem like it'd be a little bit more economical than just hurling nice axes at people. But what are you gonna do? I don't know, I'm a little worried. When was the last time we saved? I feel like it's been a bit. Oh, it has been a bit. Holy crap. Well, let's see what happens, I guess. Alright, good. This isn't a boss, at least. Maybe there is a save room coming up that we can use. Please tell me there's a save room coming up. These guys taken care of. These guys with the double axes definitely worry me more than anybody else. Dang. Nope. Oh, I was facing the wrong way for the block. Holy crap, those guys teleport? How have I never noticed the teleport before? That's wicked. Holy crap, look at that. I think I may have underestimated those guys. We got 100 coin at least. That's nice. Huh. I didn't think I killed those guys, but we'll see. Don't die, get good. I'm still at half health. That's not bad. I can survive that. Is that significant? That seems awfully significant. What do we got? We got 2 doors going out of here, and we don't know where either one leads. I should make a note of this. This seems significant. Grab my notepad. I would tell you a save room is coming up, but I would be worried that I'd be wrong. We'll be careful, at least. Hopefully there's one here somewhere. Alright, so this seems like a pattern that they're setting us up for later on. So let's go goat, lady, goat, lady, lady. There we go. And we'll see if that's something important at some point. Alright. Let's try this way first. Wait, do the doors look any different? The doors do not look any different. Head through here first, see where this leads. This leads to an empty hallway. And that's an ominous looking door. That's definitely not a save point. So let's come back there. Especially because there's no enemies in here, so there's no harm in coming back through here. Jenna, nice win right there. Congratulations. Tim, you gotta take off. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed hanging around today, and we will see you around. Christopher, you need coffee? Oh god, he's big. And there's another one of those weird tableaus in here. That is a very big dude. Kinda want to kill him just to get him put in the encyclopedia. Ow. He just threw a thing at me. That's rude. Oh, oof. Oh, and he cursed me. That seems bad. Oh, no, I didn't block it in time either. I just remembered it's been a long time since I saved. Oh, that's real bad. That's a funny thing to remember this late in the fight. I should use special weapons. There we go. That was worth a couple of hearts. And he only gave me 100. That's not spectacular. Hoping for better than that. With that guy being a big badass and all. Alright. Just in case this is a code, I'm going to write down this one as well. These are a little snug, but I think it'll do the trick. Hopefully you'll be able to break them in there. And they'll be even better with a little bit of use. This one is lady, goat, goat, lady, goat. Alright. Not sure if that leads to anything, but that certainly seems prominent enough that it could be a code for something. I still don't see a save room. So I guess let's try this way. It's another hallway with another sub-weapon. What's that? Oh, it's just a dagger. We don't really need daggers, we'll be good. Head through here. Oh no, I heard doors locking. Oh! Alright, so this certainly looks like a code room. We've got 2 codes. And there's 2 extra exits. So let's see what we can do here. So the first one is goat, girl, goat, girl, girl. That opened both of the doors? Open that one. No, just the one. Alright, so we got 2 codes and 2 doors. That makes sense. I guess let's try this one first, see where it leads to. Thank you for that, Christopher. Hello. HP max up. Yes, please. Is that automatically used, or do I need to use that? I would imagine that's automatically used, but that's awesome. I didn't remember if there was HP max ups in here, but that is good. Oh yeah, it gave us an extra 10 max HP. I'll take it. I will take it. Anything else in here? No, that just appears to be a dead end. I'll check for secrets. That looks a little suspicious, but I don't think it is anything. No, I don't think so. Alright, cool. HP max up. I'm happy about that. Alright, so now we need the second code, which is lady, goat, goat, lady, goat. There we go. Is there anything in this room, by the way? sure we look around in here a little bit. You get XP, you don't, unfortunately. There isn't really any RPG elements in here. That's why I'm avoiding enemies sometimes, is because you don't get a lot of tangible benefits from fighting enemies in the game. So I'll avoid them where I can. And we'll just, so you don't ever level up either, is the problem. You're relying on items. Oh, hello. Oh, jeez! Teleporting skeletons! Astral Fighter is what they're called. Alright, got a couple of them. Ow. Really should block those more often. There we go. That stunned him enough to let me corner him now. Oh, I thought I had that blocked, but I didn't have the angle right. Go! Lots of zombies though, let's take them out. Go! I noticed these guys were called poison zombies. I'm hoping they don't actually poison me. That'd be bad. Alright, there we go, we got everybody. Nothing else to see in here, it doesn't look like. Whew! Those teleporting guys are scary. What is that green smoke? Did they forget to bathe? I think they're too lazy to, honestly. If you ask me, I think they could have. They just choose not to. Shameful! I hear enemies. Wow, God! The hell are these things? Evil swords! Ow! Learned new technique. Oh, it's another, we got another combo to use in midair. I don't do a lot of fighting in midair, but I guess that'll be good if we ever get around to it. Or if we ever need to, for some reason. Well, those guys kind of spooked me there. Holy crap. No save room here either. Not yet. Item room? Hello. The Bloody Cape. It's an accessory. Converts damage to hearts. So we can equip that in our first accessory slot. So that means now when we take damage, we'll at least get hearts for our trouble. Could actually mean we could be using more sub-weapons. That could be kind of nice. I could get behind that. Nothing else here, so we're gonna go ahead back to all the way back to this room, right past the dagger, and then there's another area to explore there. We'll see where to go from there. The Bloody Cape! I feel real English now. See, I wasn't sure if it was English or if it just wasn't laundered properly. Clean your capes, folks. Don't let them get gross, that's weird. Put them in the laundry if they get all bloody, for crying out loud. Where's the next door here? Over here? There we go. Head through here. And we don't need to open any more doors because we've explored all of this area. No capes at all! They had a cape joke in Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse as well. Which again, I just saw tonight and I really enjoyed it. Really recommend that one. Definitely don't need to fight that guy this time. And this is the way we want to go now. And I'm still not seeing a save point. Gosh darn it. I am completely missing the save point here and I'm not liking it. Oh jeez. Alright, you know what? I'm betting I missed the save point. I'm betting I missed the save point, so we're gonna go back. You're referencing The Incredibles? I've seen a bunch of movies recently that have made cape jokes. I think Deadpool. I want to say the first Deadpool made a cape joke as well. If I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that, though. Alright, so we're gonna go across here and see if maybe there's a save point hiding over there. Because I'd really like to find one. It's been about 1,000,000 years since I saved. Oh, this was the gold door that spooked me before and I didn't want to go through it. Well, let's try it. Oh, hey! So there's that triangle door, but we don't have it unlocked yet, unfortunately. So we are going to go up to that door and we're going to mark it. And we'll put the... I'll put a white right there. Why not? There we go. So now I know that I need to come back here eventually. Hopefully that'll help. Okay, Cena, you just saw Spider-Verse. How did you like it? Also, welcome in. Good to see ya. Seriously, there is no save point in all of this area. That's insane. So we gotta keep going forward through that area with the scary lasers there. You liked it? I liked it too. I thought it was a lot of fun. Also, the post-credits scene had me laughing my ass off. That was seriously the most beautiful thing I could have hoped for in that movie. South from here. And where are we going now? Post-credits was and is incredible, yes. So good. The save point is behind that triangle door. That'd be too cruel for words. Oh, I would not like that one bit. Let's head through here. Alright, so I think I see what we need to do here. I see some walls. I guess we need to use the walls to protect us from this laser. There we go. There's another laser right there. And another laser right... Oh, jeez! Right there. Wow, that packs like... Oh, jeez! That packs a kick. Holy crap. There we go. Alright. There's something in the bottom of this room, too. I'm going to want to explore there. But I'll get there eventually. Is that a save room? I think that's a save door right there. Alright, enjoy your AFK. I think this is it. Yes! Alright, finally. It has been a very long time since we saved. There we go. Alright, I am feeling much better. Whew, alright. And I hear something stomping in the darkness. Oh, jeez! Ow! Oh, he cursed me. It does tons of damage, but it's also using up a bunch of hearts, which I probably shouldn't do if I anticipate fighting the boss soon. I do want to kill this guy, though. There we go. And he dropped 100 coins, so I suppose I'll take that, but now we gotta start grinding for hearts again. And see, all the boops it makes while you're saving makes me think I'm getting Discord messages. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, that looks like a boss door right there. Hang it, now we gotta go get hearts. Alright, let's grind up some hearts, and then we'll head and see if we can fight that boss right there. Hopefully that big guy doesn't respawn every time we come in the room. That would be irritating. I just need to get some hearts, is all. That's it. That's all. Maybe you are getting Discord notifications as well, Trey Dog. It can both be true. I can be doing my saves in Castlevania, and you can be extremely popular. They're not mutually exclusive. Don't count one out. Alright, one more loop and we should be good. And then I'll save one more time. One sort of max hearts and whatnot. What's the most expensive thing? It's hard to say, Christopher, because more items get unlocked as we go through the game. So right now I think we might have had the most... No, the most expensive thing is a diamond. And I don't actually know what the diamond does, so we're not saving up for it. We bought the most expensive item that I wanted at the moment, which was the white knight, I think, the item I'm carrying right now, which gives you higher defense in return for draining your mana. So we're good on that. Alright. Alright, I think we're going for it. This definitely looks like a boss door, though. You ready? You ready, chat? Let's do this. Get in there. Maybe a diamond for your girl. Oh, jeez. Hey, dude. Alright, yeah, we found a boss. Looks like I've been getting lucky with avoiding him so far. Alright, we took out one of those little bulbous things on the ground. Now, I actually know how to fight this guy because I fought him when I was doing my tech test for the game. Which I know seems insane because we spent all night in this dungeon, but I kind of raced down to the boss because I remembered not liking the bosses. And I'm like, I'm just going to test. I'm just going to get down to the boss and see how hard they actually are. This guy's tricky. They're beatable. I wasn't as worried after I actually fought him once. Well, this is just phase 1. He's taking out these bulbs on the floor, whatever they might be. They're kind of like eyes. It's gross, whatever it is. Really, dodging him is the priority because he does tons of damage. And those soulless popping up everywhere aren't helping either. That is a very big worm right there. Not a fan. We almost got it though. We're still taking damage from those soulless. They're everywhere. There we go. Now we enter the second phase of the fight. As something terrible emerges. And now the boss actually has a health bar. Oh god! And also does that sometimes. So let's see, I want to trigger my Relic in here. Let's go ahead and turn that on. I'm going to drain my MP very quickly. Oh, there it is. It moves. It's not always in the center one. I gotta go find where it goes. Take it out there. There's just a lot going on here is the problem. And my MP is almost toast already. Crap. Alright, there we go. Well, we're doing good. We got him like halfway down. Ow! Alright, we're taking tons of damage though. I'm gonna have to use a health potion real soon. Ow! Real soon! Oh heck, let's not be stingy. Let's just use one. There we go. That'll give me a little bit of health back. I guess technically that is being stingy because I used one of the weak ones, but we're doing real good. We almost got him down. Oh no! Just missed that one. Where's it coming back out? Over here. Oh no! It has 2 health bars. I didn't realize there was 2 there. That's a little unfortunate. So I thought we almost had him toast. No, we still got a little more work to do here. Where is it? Here we go. And it's on the move again, dang it. So let me just verify. I can't use a potion from here, can I? Nope, I gotta use it from the real-time window. Let's use another potion. Just to be safe. Oh, jeez. I could have blocked there. It does a lot of damage, though. I gotta remember to use my axes, because I've got the hearts for it. And taking damage just means I get more hearts. Alright, we're next, right here in the center. Oh, we're doing good. Gotta be careful of the soulless, keep moving. Don't get hit by the giant worm. I was hoping it was over there. I couldn't see where it was. It was not over there. Come on. I moved. There's another potion. Going through a lot of those, but we almost got him beat. There we go. Is that it? Oh, he's on fire. I don't think he likes that. And there we go. We beat him. Whew. Alright, let me catch up on chat now. Strange room you've returned to. Came back at a weird time, Mythunga. As you drive, they're bringing Darksiders 1 and 2. I did hear they've been putting a lot of really interesting patches in Darksiders 3. I've been keeping apprised of the patch notes, and I've really liked everything they've been doing in there. Let's see. Thank you for the 4 bits, Christopher. Would you ever stream Crystallis? Is that an NES game? Am I thinking of the right one there? Let me know if I'm thinking of the right one, if it's an NES game. Exactly, Mythunga. I appreciate a developer that goes the extra mile there. Yeah, that HP potion only gives me 50 back out of my 210, but they're cheap. They're cheap, and they are the most common item drop, so I don't feel bad using them there. Yeah, the whip does more damage, but the axes, because of the throw, I was usually trying to hit either hit the thing from far away or hit some of the soulless as well. But we did it. We did it, and our reward is a blue orb, which recovers my health, so that's nice. And we can teleport out of here if we want to. Do we want to? I don't think there's anything else to see down here. There's something else on the other floor, but we can go ahead and teleport out. We'll be able to save once we get back to the castle, too. That'll be nice. Whew. 1 dungeon down. This is definitely going to be more than a 2-day game, though. Oh, this takes us all the way back here. 22.5% map completion. I think 25 is where we unlock the next armor.
Welcome. What would you like today?
Yeah, nothing new in there, but we might be able to get up to 25 if we check out that last area we didn't check in the dungeon. Let's do that. And we also still need to save. And we're out of MP as well, so it's there's some bad times going on here. We'll see how much percentage we can get from checking out the rest of this dungeon. Hey, Viltrikin, welcome in. How are you doing today, my friend? Hope all is well with you. Enjoy your lurk. I missed which emote that was. I just saw Cute Nikum's cat. That's all I caught. Alright, so that represents we just broke one of the seals there. Which is good because we are 1/5 of the way towards getting to the big final boss. It's a start. It's a start. And Carlo, welcome in as well. How are you doing today? Hope all is well with you. I don't think save points recover my MP, do they? I don't think so, unfortunately. Day of movies and Twitch. What movies have you been watching today, Viltrikin? I always love hearing what you're watching. You seem to have good taste in movies. Or at least we have similar taste. No, save rooms do not regenerate MP. That stinks. Alright, so there's one area we didn't explore in that dungeon, so I'm going to want to check it out before we go too far. And I like how it says cleared at the bottom with that big old stamp. That's a nice feeling thing. Cleared the hell out of that. Alright, so where was that area? So there's a door we couldn't figure out how to get to over there. Still have no idea how to get to that. Oh, all the way down there. I think that might actually be a locked door. Like you might need a yellow key to get through there. I don't know. I probably should have looked at the door. I thought that was an up arrow. Like it was showing you were leading to another level, but I don't think it is now that I'm looking at it. Crap, do I want to take all the time getting over there? I don't think I do. Because I know I don't actually have a yellow key right now, so I think that'd be a waste of time. Bill Trini watched the first Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. What did you think of it? It's been a very long time since I've seen that one, but I remember liking it a lot at the time. I hope you did as well. Alright, so yeah, we'll come back here if we ever find a yellow key, but I think we're good for right now. But we've got some time left in the stream, and we've got a few more areas we need to explore to get the new armor. Let's go ahead and start on another area, and we're going to be going to this one next, which as you can see isn't labeled yet because we've never been here. If I remember correctly, this is the Ghostly Theater, our second dungeon area. So we'll see. A lot more direct compared to the current day Marvel movie. It's true, it was still still in a lot of ways the infancy of superhero movies. So a lot of it's gonna feel a little strange, a little blunt compared to more modern ones. But I'm glad you liked it. Instead of dancing around the plot and questioning stuff, they just straight up, oh, he knows I'm Spider-Man, right? Got straight to the point. I don't think they were as sold on it being a franchise just then. So that gave them a little bit more flexibility, which is nice. Certainly. Alright, here's that. Almost back to full hearts, that's nice. Alright, in we go, and I'm hoping you enjoy the new music and the new atmosphere. They definitely push the whole theater atmosphere in here. And cool, we are back to full hearts, that's nice. Refreshing! Excellent, that's good to hear. Alright, what's down here, first of all? Whenever I see these areas where they're like, oh, if you fall, you'll end up down here, I'm like, I want to go down there. I bet there's secrets. Let me check down here first and foremost. There's some regular... Oh yeah, I see a... I think that's a heart potion over there. Heart repair? Whatever they call it. Let's grab that. There we go. I don't know if there's a max on how many you can hold of these items. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 9 for a game like this. That might be a nice thing to sell if we need to get some extra cash at some point, since we seem to have found so many of them. And that looks like that's all that's down here, but I'm glad we got it. Oh yeah, Willem Dafoe is nuts! I absolutely love Willem Dafoe being nuts. Alright, I think I see what to do here. So the laser is firing, except when I'm facing towards the skull there, so that's what I need to do. No, definitely go to a doctor. Definitely go to a doctor right there. That's the important advice. Also, don't take medical advice from people who aren't doctors. That's also some good advice. Alright, so that's the trick to that laser beam right there. Is what I gotta do is I gotta use the block button to continuously face in one direction, and then keep facing that one direction to get past it. Oh hey! Another eyeball dude. There we go. Creepy looking dudes. And there's another gem sub-weapon down there. Yeah, I've had a lot of ear infections in my life, and that's basically what's gonna happen is they'll give you antibiotics and usually some painkillers. Or at least they gave me painkillers, because those hurt like the dickens. But luckily they tend to clear them up pretty fast, so that's good. Oh yeah, everything's going to be getting pretty nuts this time of year with Christmas shopping, so hopefully you can get some of that done, beat some of the crowds at least. I'll keep my fingers crossed for that as well, but do get better soon. There we go. Nothing over there, that's just a little dead end. Oh, dang it. I got the block that time at least. You notice there's a tiny delay in putting up the block too, so this game is kind of brutal when it comes to those input delays. There's a door over there. There doesn't seem to be a door downstairs, so what's down here? If there's not a door. It seems suspicious. Something hidden down here? See, I'd wager that the people you're shopping for would rather you take care of your health than have them something to open on the day. That's true too. Rin makes an excellent point. If the people you're shopping for are people you care about, then they'd probably want you to be healthy. And being healthy is a good thing for a lot of reasons too. And there are certainly a lot of different options you have in this modern day and age for last-minute gift shopping if it comes down to that too. So consider that as well. Up, and we got more lasers in here. So let's be careful. There's a block. Skirt past that one. Skirt past that one. Very carefully. Move past that one. I think we're just about good. Now where do we want to be? Over here or over here? The door to the north or over here, I should say. There are two exits out of this room. See if there's anything interesting over here. Maybe? Oh no, this is just what you go to if you fall down here. Well... Oh, I can't get back up from here though, dang it. I was gonna explore that, but then I guess I'd have to do the room over again. Oh, I do see something. No, it's just another... I thought I saw something down there, but it's just another candle, so that should be good. They do look like T-Rex skulls. I always thought that of the dragon skulls in Castlevania. They made me think of T-Rexes. Oh, right. Dracula giving a tour of his place, and here's the room full of goddamn dragon lasers. Be careful where you step. I don't actually know why I decorated it like this. It doesn't look very heroic, though, but you know what does look heroic, though, Drab? Not getting vaporized by goddamn dragon lasers. I always thought that had a very heroic feel to it. As opposed to the alternative. Called solo waltzing. Oh shoot. Oh, we got some mini bosses here, it looks like. Oh, right. Ow! If I can get the angle right, I might be able to hit both of them. Unfortunately, no lock-on does not make that easier. Did one of them just hit the other one? I think they did, and that's awesome. Glad I can block lasers with this awesome gauntlet, too. Move, let's see if I can line up again. Hurt. Still doing alright. Ow! That hurt a bit more, though. Learned new technique, Quick Step 2. take further evasive. Oh, so can I like double dodge now? Possibly? Are they both dead or just the one of them? Oh, I killed them both at the same time. That's badass. Alright, so yeah, I can double dodge now. That is handy. I'm gonna get some use out of that. Trex? What's a Trex? Oh, a T-Rex. Right. I got the meaning, though. Not just dragon lasers, but goddamn dragon lasers. The best kind of dragon lasers, if you ask me. And I am a bit of a dragon laser connoisseur. You can double dock now? I can double dock now. I mean, not as good as the double dock, but I've got a double dock. Alright, so we got 25% exploration, so that is good. But we're not going to head back just yet, just for the armor, I don't think. Keep exploring while we're here. Double dock! I was wondering if you were actually in the background there and you were going to hear that. I got the double dodge, which is kind of like the double dock. Hope you've been enjoying your lurk. Christopher, thank you for the 100 bits right there. I'm out. If I don't see you till later, have a merry holidays. This was a lot of fun. Glad you enjoyed, Christopher. Glad to meet you. You have a good trip shopping, and I hope you feel better soon as well. Please don't double dock my paycheck. Actually, just popped back in. Fantastic timing. Did I actually summon you? Be honest. I need to know. Alright, we got the map for the Ghostly Theater, so that's awesome. Oh, and of course we didn't take the path with the save point. Naturally. That would have been too easy. Alright, so maybe we'll explore this branch, and then it looks like we'll probably have to head back anyway, so maybe we'll go back and see if we can get armor after that. My timing, much like my hair, is impeccable. I have a receipt here says you owe me a vial of blood. Something about a soul? I don't know anything about that. I just... You can't enforce that in a court of law. Wow. That looks like a boss door. Can there seriously be a boss already? That seems suspicious. We haven't saved at all in this area, so this could destroy us. Oh, hey, there's a big old stage here. And I don't see anything in here. Looks like there's maybe a balcony up here? But just for aesthetic. I think it might just be aesthetic. Alright, so maybe that's why there's a boss door so early, is because this could either be an optional boss fight, or we haven't triggered whatever it is to bring the boss in yet. We'll have to come back there. It's not marked on the map. No, it's not marked on the map, so let's go ahead in here. And I'll drop a marker right in the center of the room. How's Lament treating you? Good so far. We beat one of the 6 dungeons so far. And we're started on the 2nd. And yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. It does have its problems. But overall, I really like it. We'll see how I like successive dungeons. Like I said, I remember playing this in college. And I remember I got a little fed up with some of the bosses and the level of difficulty of the bosses. So we will see if that holds up. We fought one boss and he wasn't too bad. Where are we going from here? Alright, we're going back. Please tell me there's a save point in the other arm, because otherwise it's going to be a long trip. Oh, jeez! And they respawn. The mini-bosses respawn. That's handy. Alright. Let's continue on. This way. You notice I check the map a lot because I get very easily lost in games like these. We're good on hearts? We are not good on hearts yet. We use a lot in that mini-boss fight. You like the aesthetic in here? This is the Ghostly Theater, which definitely has a cool aesthetic. It's like the 3D equivalent of some of the more weird-looking 2D Castlevanias. That's a good way of putting it. I can get behind that. And I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for. But you see a lot of enemies in here from the old 2D Castlevanias. As well as, you know, a lot of weapons and whatnot. being references to those, so... Like Harmony of Dissonance with a weird neon-colored boss doors. Oh man, that was a good game. That was an underrated game, is what it was, Double Rock. That guy just dropped a huge chest, I think. Or a huge bag of cash. I didn't see how much it was. That was interesting. I hope that was a whole bunch of cash anyway. Looked like it. Oh, and there's a high potion down here too, hidden where the camera couldn't see it. A really bright white and red character. Circle of... I don't remember playing a lot of the mobile Castlevanias, unfortunately, which I really wanted to, because I really loved Symphony. And I know the mobile Castlevanias were more or less nods to Symphony. I should see if I can get a hold of those sometime. I'm not gonna lie, you know what this game needs? What does this game need, Double Duck? You got my attention. Bring her home. And, oh no, there was a door in that room I needed to get to. Where was that door? I didn't see another door in here. Well, let's try and find that door. If we can. I'm intrigued. Careful now. Trail of Neon. Oh yeah, like in Symphony. That would be really badass, honestly. But I think I would suspect that might actually tax the PS2 in ways that probably doesn't deserve to be taxed. Considering everything else it's got going on anyway. The door should be over here somewhere? Is what I'm seeing? Oh, I see a door over there. Well, how the hell am I supposed to get to that? Oh, is that a path over here? That might actually be a path. Oh, nope, nope. I was gonna be like, can I jump while I'm doing that? No, I cannot. No, I absolutely cannot jump while I'm blocking. Oh, and the higher skulls can fire when I jump. To make sure that I can't just jump over the beam. Well, how do I get over there then? Oh no, I think I see. Maybe. Oh, nope. Can I jump up from here? Oh, I can. There we go. Found it by accident. I would truly sell the 3D GBA aesthetic, which is a cool thing. I did like the aesthetic of that game, even if I didn't get to play much of it. Alright. What is through here now? This wasn't on my... Oh no, this was where I was going. This is the big southern area. And of course, no save point that I could see over here after I just took a bunch of damage. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Oh! And now we're locked in. I don't like fighting on stairs because the system was not made for that. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. As long as they're getting separated here after they took some damage. That'll work. There we go. Oh, he reformed after I killed him. Rude. And he just phased into the wall. That's even worse. Enemies should not be able to do that. I don't approve. It looks like the door is unlocked. And is that... No, there is another door out of here. And that one, again, isn't on the map, so let's see what's through there. Because whenever you go off map, there's a good chance you're going to find some goodies down there. So, if you're still here, Double Doc, I'm curious, what all is your experience with the Castlevania series? And they're talking about the GBA ones now. Have you played any of the real retro ones, the 8-bit, 16-bit ones? Uh-oh. Oh, what are these things? Just called spirits? Not the most interesting of names. As long as they get the job done, which they... Oh, geez, they do. Holy crap! That's a lot of damage. You gotta be a little more careful around them. And zombies puking everywhere. That's gross. That spirit nearly nailed me from off screen. I like that. Whew. Man, what is this over here? A new accessory, the Aroma Earring. Wonderful scent, calms the mind and increases intelligence. I don't know what intelligence does in this game. Maybe makes your relics more powerful? Possibly your sub-weapons? I'm not sure. I know intelligence is a stat, but I don't know anything past that. Let's equip that since we've got a free accessory slot. There's no point in not increasing it. And it gave us an extra, what, 5 intelligence? Or whatever that does? I don't know, I'll look it up after the stream. Just because I don't consider base mechanics to be spoilers, and I don't think the game actually includes any way to find within the game what stats like that do. And we're heading up the stairs. Just get out of here now, since the door is probably unlocked now. Yep. Alright. This is where I want to go. This is where I want to go. It's going to be a pain coming all the way out of this hallway, though. It is going to be a long walk back. But we'll do it. We'll make do. Oh, hello! Oh, hello! What in the hell? What is this room? Oh my god! And the door is sealed for some reason. All the doors are sealed. Holy crap. Oh no! I'm like, oh, they can't get me over here. Yes, they can! Oh, I can destroy the statues, though. Is that a thing? Do I need to destroy the statues? Ancient Text 2. When the bell tolls thrice under the stage, the curtain will rise. There's a curtain in that boss room where there was no boss, so that might be a thing. Might be a hint on how to summon the boss. Interesting. Ow! Well, let's try destroying statues then. See if that does anything. There's one more blue one here. The clock just chimed. Alright, so that's interesting. And the bell tolls thrice under the stage, though. I'm not sure if that's the same thing I'm thinking of. Or the same thing they're thinking of. And we didn't destroy all the red statues, just the blue ones. I'm not sure what the significance of that is, except this door is still sealed. What did it open? This door? Oh, this wasn't the one on the map, so check that out, I guess. See what's in here. And it is Heart Max up. So now I can carry 10 more hearts. Nice. I will definitely take that off their hands. Oh, jeez. Oh, they're falling again, so let's try destroying the red statues this time. See what happens when I do that. And did that break the seal? That did break the seal. Alright. Good deal. Sure, if you'd be willing to, Mythunga, I'd appreciate that. I didn't want to trouble anybody. I never do. But if you got a moment and you don't mind doing it, I would love to see what you can find. I mean, right now, it's the only accessory I've got for that slot, so I'm going to equip it anyway. But for the future, once I get some more accessories, it'd be good to know whether that's worth my while or not, based on my playstyle. Get these spirits out so I can explore this room a little bit. There's 2 exits from this one again. Attacking strength of sub-weapons. Ooh, I do like using that axe sub-weapon, so that might actually be something I want to keep equipped for a while. Thank you for looking that up. Much appreciated. That may indeed be a thing I'll keep on for a while. Of course, I've only seen the 2 accessories, so I don't know what kind of things are going to be competing with it, but we will find out, I suppose. So this is the door that isn't on the map, and since we don't actually see any save points on the map, I'm willing to do a little bit of exploration. In hopes I might find one! Shadow Wolf! Oh, he's a big dude. Speaking of... Oh, and that hit nothing, of course. Oh, wow, that was an attack and a half. That knockback! And of course they make a sad whining noise when I kill them. That's depressing. I think we almost got him. Alright, there we go. A lot of baddies, but we were able to take him out. My health is so low, though. I think if there isn't a save room linked from here, then one of these definitely isn't a save room. I'm just going to use a potion for safety. We've got a bunch of potions right now. And I would rather not die after coming all this way. Take a quick look. We're still off the grid, so I don't know what we're going to find next. Maybe we'll peek in one of these rooms first. See what we find. There could be a hallway that links to a save room. It is a hallway. Doesn't look like it links to a save room, though. Actually, no, it's not a save room. Alright, let's use a potion, then. It won't give us a ton of health back, but it'll give me a little bit of a safety buffer. I'll take that for the moment. And what is this? Oh, more Shadow Wolves. They look different in these lights. Like, they actually look shadowy now. They're kind of red before. Come on. There we go. The strong attack definitely helps take them out if I can. I hear lasers somewhere. I don't see lasers yet, but I hear lasers. Why do I hear lasers but not see lasers? And this room's a dead end as well. But it's a very high room, so... assuming there's something hidden up in the ceiling... somewhere? I don't know, I'm not seeing anything yet either. Oh, there! There's a walkway right there. That's suspicious. How the hell do I get up there is the question. Or is there like a second floor to this? How many done? There is a second floor. So I bet you can get knocked down into that room from that ledge up there. That's kind of bonkers. Interesting. And I appreciate the help as well, Mythunga, if I didn't say that a moment ago. It just occurred to me I might have been rude. Not intended to. I appreciate looking that up. So there's another door. We'll check out here. Dodge all the big attacks. That's the one. Now what do we got in here? Oh! This loops back around to the other area. Strange, but I'll take it. I did, alright. Want to make sure. It is I'm a little forgetful on best of days, but when I'm multitasking like this, it can be hard to remember. Whew. Oh, shoot. Learn a new technique, command. The square, triangle, square draws in lightweight enemies. Interesting. See him behind me, a teleporting bastard. Look at that! Look at him teleporting everywhere! Super rude! I don't approve! Oh, that's a big guy. I bet he's got a big attack range too. There we go. Ooh, gold coin. Wow, I thought I blocked that, but I blocked one part of it at least. Guess I'll take that. Take it for what it is. Gold coin. Go. And that hit nothing. Block that. Oh, I just barely got my block up in time. Not for that though, holy crap. Potion. Holy crap, I almost died. Alright, he's toast. I think I might be able to focus on the big guy now. There we go. You can tell I was hesitating at the end there because I wasn't sure if I was actually stun locking him or not. And I'm like, I want to make sure that he can't nail me while I'm attacking him. You can't multitask at all. Some people can, some people can't. I can to some degree. And as a matter of fact, I enjoy multitasking to some degree, but at some point, I do get a little bit overloaded, I will admit. I see a balcony up here, too. It's way too high for me to jump onto, though. It's either just an aesthetic feature, or there's some way to... I'm going to be walking up here once I get to the second level. Either way is interesting. So let's go south from here. See what's in here. Whoa! Oh, dang it, I couldn't get my shield up or my block up in time. Alright, check them both out, though. Oh, and there's a door up to the second floor here. I don't want to go to the second floor just yet, though. Like, I appreciate that there's the entrance, but... I want to see what's down the other path over here first. And I also want to go back for that armor. And I haven't saved it about a million years either. So here's what I'm going to do. I believe I've got a magical ticket. So I think what I'm going to do is I've probably got a whole crap load of money too, don't I? 7K. So let's see if... I'm going to check out this last hallway. So we get it on the map. And then I think I'm going to get magic ticket out of this area. So which is the door I'm looking for? This one? No, not this one. This one. And then I'll magic ticket over to Ronaldo's. We can save over there. And I'll see if he has the new armor yet, because I think he does. That would be nice. And we'll buy another magic ticket. Just so we're not locked in anywhere. But it's going to save us a lot of walking, I suspect. And now that I know everything that's there, it'll be easier to get back there the second time. Especially because there wasn't any big jumping puzzles to get there. Just
Welcome back.
some big battles and the fear of the unknown is all.
What would you like today?
He does not have a new armor. I thought he would at this point. But I was wrong. That's okay, that still saves us some walking. So we will buy another magical ticket just to make sure we have one.
Is this okay? Yes, certainly.
And I'm pretty happy with everything else we got. Go ahead and head out, and we'll head to the save point in the main castle to recover our health and make sure we're saved after all that progress we made. I figure we're maybe a little under halfway. Well, no, I wanted to say we're about halfway done exploring that, but I guess if the map is correct that it's only 2 floors, then we're probably in the ballpark of halfway, probably a little under halfway. Which is a start, certainly. I'll take it for now. And we're full on mana. We're full on hearts. Probably should have actually used that relic back in one of those fights back there. Get that better armor while we're in there. It's unfortunate that it drains my mana so fast. That makes it not as handy as it could be, perhaps. Yeah, we literally never saved in the theater. We never saw a single save point in there. That is cuckoo bananas. Well, let's go see what the other path is then. Maybe it's down there. I'm curious. Maybe another ancient text that'll tell us how to summon the boss? Perhaps. We'll see. Alright, so how do we get there? We just go straight for a little bit, and then at that T-junction, we'll cut down and start heading down that way. See where that leads. Shouldn't take too long to get down there. And luckily not too many enemies in the way for this part at least. So here we do have to get past that laser. I appreciate that they had this room too, because this room is basically teaching you how lasers work in an environment where the laser isn't super dangerous. There's just the one laser, and you're not punished very heavily for falling off the path either. It's a little tutorial. It's a little casual tutorial. I appreciate that. Alright, so this is the junction. This is where we get to the path that we didn't take before. I don't know if it's the road less traveled, but it's the road less traveled by me, if nothing else. As everything slams shut and locks us in. Oh jeez! I got hit by his lamp after he died. I thought that was just a flourish, like a visual flourish, but no. I thought his lamp can actually hit you. That's bonkers. Got 100 from that guy, though. Nice! And that opened the door. Alright, this one's another straightforward one, which means I want to search down here. Seems to be items pretty consistently. And 400! 400 cash. That's not half bad. Don't feel like I found that many... Ooh, what was that? I was just gonna say, I don't think I found that many secrets, and then... Oh, just another marker stone. So nothing too big, but I'll take a marker stone. Those are the things that let me leave marks on my map where I need to. Another thing I should be checking is the sides of these balconies, I guess. This little room with stained glass and fountains. I like it. Cool aesthetic. And save point not too far from here. Let's head for that one. That'll be our first goal. Another one of these rooms again. Break all the statues like the other one. There we go. I think that unsealed the doors. Anything to see up high here? It's a high room, but I don't see anything in here. No, I think we're good. Alright. Continue on. As the door slams shut. Oh, shoot! Oh, I should have blocked. There I blocked and he just sort of went around me. I suppose that beats the alternative. I think he just barely missed me too, so I'll take the luck. As he dances around me, dang it! I suppose there's a save point right here, so I don't have to worry too much about taking damage. Alright, let's save. And for anybody that doesn't know, in case anyone's curious, I am actually playing this on original hardware right here. Here's my translucent blue PS2 controller. Playing on my old fat PS2. The same one I brought with me to college, and I actually played this one back in college on it. If you can believe that. Pretty awesome. So let's see where we are right now. So, I don't have an orb equipped. I need to do that. Oh, except it's not going to let me do it in here. We should equip an orb. Let's do that while I'm thinking about it. And what orbs do is they change what your sub-weapons do. So let me show you this actually. So right now, if I use my axe, that's what it does. But if I equip the blue orb, then it costs 1 extra heart to use and puts out that thing. I like that a lot. So we are going to keep that on. Does a ton of damage too, especially if you can catch them at the end of it, I think. So we got an orb, that's good. We got a relic, I like it well enough. We got 2 cool accessories. We got the weakest armor. We got my favorite sub-weapon in there. That's one thing I like about this compared to other Castlevanias is you never really truly have to worry about accidentally losing your sub-weapon once you found a sub-weapon you enjoy. So that is definitely nice. Alright, so well, we got through one dungeon and about a half of another one, so I think we're actually going to wrap things up for today right here. Because this is definitely one of those games that wears me out a little bit. I'm still not used to using controllers, so my hands are all tensed up, so I need to relax a little bit. But I'm hoping everyone watching is enjoying this game so far. I hope you're finding it interesting. Obviously, all the story we saw was right at the very beginning, and I suspect it's probably going to be a while before we see more story in here, but I know there is some interesting notes in here, especially if you are a Castlevania fan. It sets up some interesting stuff for the Castlevania series going forward. So I hope you look forward to that. Our next stream will be tomorrow, same time as today. We're going to pick up right where we left off in this game and continue playing from there. I'm sure we'll beat at least 1 more dungeon tomorrow. Maybe even 2. Maybe even 2 since we're already halfway through this one. We'll see. But either way, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up for today. So, if we want to hang around for just a minute, I'm going to see who else is online so we can go head over somewhere else and go hang out with someone else once we see who all is around. And if you are interested, I've got a bunch of links underneath the video if you want to check those out. And Rin's throwing them in chat too, because she's very kind. Carlo, thank you for stopping by. Rin, of course, thank you for stopping by. Noctis, Mythunga, Drab, thank you for stopping by as well. And Angel Silhouette. Really grateful for another opportunity to watch you play your games. Glad you stopped by, Angel. So feel free to check out those links. Lots of cool stuff in there. Like a link to my YouTube if you want to check out some of the other videos I've played in the past. Or a link to my Twitter if you want to keep abreast of the other things I'm doing IRL when I remember to tweet about them, which admittedly isn't quite as often as I should. Also a link to Discord if you would like to continue chatting with us. Once the stream is over, feel free to jump in there. Otherwise, there is not a lot of folks streaming right now. Holy crap. My follow list is kind of destitute at the moment. Does anyone actually have any suggestions? I don't usually do this, but if anyone has any suggestions to host right now, is there anyone streaming right now that you would particularly shout out? That you would really love to see me go watch? Feel free to mention as I'm looking in here. Everyone is out doing last minute shopping? Oh man. Well, you still got time. This isn't quite last second. Last minute definitely, but not last second. Tukos, thank you for stopping by as well. Good to see you. Bob Ross is streaming. Bob Ross is always streaming. Oh yeah, Techno Ted. Techno Ted. I know another streamer that I follow is a big fan of Techno Ted. Let's see what he's doing right now. Maybe we could head over there. Let us take a look. It's not taking me to him. Is that his actual name? Is it the Techno Ted? That's not taking me to it. It's giving me a bad link right there. You think it's the? Alright, let me check that out. I'm just shocked. Usually I've got somebody to host it this time, but it's just abandoned. He's playing Skyrim. I enjoy watching some Skyrim. It's been a little bit since I've seen somebody play some Skyrim. We can head over there. Alright, well, if you'd like to go meet someone new, along with me as well, check out some Skyrim, then feel free to come with us on this unusual raid. I don't usually do this, but I'll give it a shot. It is definitely close to the holidays, so I'm sure a lot of people are busy with a lot of things. So yeah, feel free to join me over at Techno-Ted, say hello to him, check out his what he's up to. Give him a follow if you like what he's doing, I may do so as well. But if you got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world. And I'll see you folks around. Take care of yourselves, everyone.